wasn't quite what I thought I'd be when I was a kid on VOIP. I thought when I get older I'd marry her. I told her now I'm 26 and I work in an office. 9 till 5's not the best, I'll be honest. If I could change a single thing, I'd make it me and not him. He's in your bed, I'm in your Twitch chat. I've got the key and he's just a doormat. And even though he's got social skills, that doesn't mean I can't pay the bills. Anyway, make the most of him, 'cause she moves on pretty bloody quick. Oh, oh. Your new boyfriend's an asshole. Jared, of course I bet Jared. The one who took you away from me. You hit it off instantly. I know, 'cause you won't stop telling me. I've seen his jawline, shoulders and muscles push against his fashion sense. I've thought about what he looks like nude. I'm not gay though. 'Cause she's living the dream. Oh, she's living the dream. From back when we were 17. Living the dream. Oh, she's living the dream from back when we were 17. How on earth could I be safe when I'm one click away from insane? I just think that I deserve a little bit of what I earned. I'm not gonna make another scene. The one I made when I was 23 means I'm not allowed in Disney World. He's in your bed and I'm in your Twitch chat. I've got the key and he's just a doormat. 'Cause even though he's got social skills, that doesn't mean I can't pay the bills. Anyway, make the most of him, 'cause she moves on pretty bloody quick. Oh, oh. Your new boyfriend's an asshole. As your father, and you carry the same kind of temper too. But what a shame for the people of low community. Favorite things, fight and a lager. Name better way to spin out a jar or two. He's a model citizen through and through, you know. But quite like your girlfriend, how the fuck she end up with you? You know we talk about all the dumb shit you do. In the back room of the bar, in the back seat of my car. She's the star. Well,
Hi! No good. Oh my god, I didn't reset my sim goal. My bad. Hi, hi, hi. Hi, Edwin. Hello. You knew how better than me. Okay, give me 1 second. I gotta reset that sub goal. Ugh. We're fine. Oh my goodness! Hi, please smile! Thank you so much for the resub. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. Okay, let me set that sub goal back down at. We'll have it at 1 because Blue just resub. There we go. There we go. What goes this energy? Hello, hello. I'm doing well. How are you doing, Evan? I'm sleepy. We're sleepy today. It's because. There. I heard a knock, and I'm feeling it. I'm feeling like my dog's gonna try to break into my room. I'm feeling it. Every time I start talking to my computer, she busts down the door. But hello. Yes, it's because like for the longest time when I was like traveling and stuff like that, my sleep schedule was like wake up at like 8 or 9 in the morning and then go to bed. Like I would get tired at like 11. So now that I'm like back home and I get to play games with my friends and I get to stay up a little bit late, like my brain is like shifting into the like my routine of like waking up more at like 10, 10:30, 11 o'clock and like staying up until like 2 in the morning. If I ever turn up Eevee, it's most likely because of flu. I mean, just a little, but that's okay because I'm like, I would rather use my time spending time with my friends than sleeping. Honestly, like if humans didn't have to sleep, I simply would not. Because I got things to do. I got people to hang out with. I got things to see. Yeah. So, today we're going to be playing the Dead by Daylight dating simulator. I have not seen literally any content for this. I made sure that I didn't watch anybody playing it because I wanted to go in completely blind and be surprised. So that's what we're gonna be doing today. I do know, like, sleep is a sham. Exactly, Lark. Exactly. It's such a scam. Like, what do you mean I have to wait? I only have 24 hours in a day and I have to use like 8 of those for sleeping? A whole 1/3 of my day? No, thank you. No, thank you. I love sleep. I will not be taking sleep. I like sleeping, but I don't like having to sleep. Does that make sense, Aaron? Does that make sense? Like, I enjoy being asleep. But I feel like I've just, like, being a human has taught me to enjoy being asleep. Like, if I could choose to use 8 more hours in my day to be doing things, I would choose that over sleeping. It's like, what does sleep get me? Sometimes it gives me really effed up nightmares. You know what's a sham? Capitalism. True. True. These are not mutually exclusive statements. Who needs sleep? Just be nocturnal lemon. Exactly. Hi, Vale! Hello! Welcome in! How are you doing? Oh my goodness, take it away by sleep time. True. Actually, you know, mandatory 8 hours is sus. Yeah, so, like, I heard that, like, unless you're a certain age, you only really need, like, 6 hours of sleep. Although I will say, like, I swear to God, the second I graduated college, I was, like, incapable of getting any less than 8 hours without feeling like my body was gonna shut down on me. So, what's that about? I don't like that. I don't like that. I used to when I was in college, I would go to sleep at, like, 4 in the morning and then wake up at, like, 7 a.m. to go to several hours of classes. And if I had to do that now, I think I would simply pass away. So, hold on, let me pull up chat on my iPad so I can see y'all. So I can see y'all when. Do I do this? Yes, okay. There we go, okay. Oh, for sure, I need to hibernate Olivia's. Yeah, I can function on 5, but not multiple nights. I'm great with 8. Anything between that, less than or more than I'm screwed. Yeah, that's pretty much how I am. Like, cause there are some nights, like, when I had to go on a flight recently that was at literally like 5 in the morning, so we had to get to the airport at like 3:30. I just like stayed up most of the night, and then I took like a power nap right before we left. And I was like surprisingly okay. I didn't sleep. I don't think I slept on the plane. This was like a 2-hour flight, and I didn't sleep. I just stayed up the entire day and let myself get sleepy at like 9 p.m. or 10 p.m. and then I passed out early. And that's like, the thing about that is that gives me like a normal sleep schedule. Like getting tired at that time, I wake up at like 8 in the morning and I'm like, wow, I feel great and refreshed. And it's like, I can only maintain that for so long though, because I'm way more productive at night than I am in the morning. Like when I wake up, I will sit on my phone and like watch TikToks for like half an hour to an hour, depending on what day it is. And I'll like check all my notifications that I got when I was asleep, because my friends are nocturnal creatures, so they'll all message and like interact with me on Twitter when I'm like dead asleep. They're also all in like a chunk of them are in a time zone that's like 2 to 3 hours earlier than mine. So I wake up to all their little notifications and I check them and clear them, and then I get out of bed and I get ready for the day. Whereas at night, I'm like doing things until I'm passed out, you know? I've been lucky that I can get a very full night of sleep. Yeah, my mom's retired, so she doesn't have to do anything anymore. She can simply sleep. Yeah, exactly. Naps are my best friend. See, like, naps go one of two ways for me. Naps will either, like, will be like, yay, great. I feel a little bit, like, refreshed and stuff like that. Or they will absolutely knock me on my ass and make me feel like the Grim Reaper is at my door. Like, I feel like if you get any more than, like, 20 minutes of nap time, it is a danger zone. Listen. Yeah. I don't know how they make me feel after. I just like, sometimes I'll like lay down and I'll be like, I should take a nap because I feel so exhausted. And then I think about the consequences of what that nap might be, and I don't. I just choose not to. I force myself to get up and get my blood pumping again so that I can stay awake. Because here's my thing though, because I'm a little biased, is like I have a chronic migraine disorder, and so sometimes my brain, or whatever like little nervous system that is broken in my brain, I'll wake up from a nap and get a migraine. And that's definitely not worth it. So I have like a little bit of a skewed perspective because I have like a medical disorder that can make my naps result in literally just absolutely terrible head pain. But I do have to do 20 minutes of napping, or like 4 hours. Yeah, exactly. You have to either enter deep sleep and then like come back out of deep sleep, or you have to never enter deep sleep in the first place. I remember when I got back from my summer job, I slept for like the whole day. Oh my god, yeah. That's insane, Shattered. Yeah. Like, I just can't, like, I made sure my availability at my job didn't start before 9 a.m. because I literally do not function like a human being that early in the morning. Just a zombie. I wish I was sleeping right now. So true, Aaron. I got a decent night's sleep though. What time did I end up falling asleep at? I think it was like 2:30 in the morning, because that's when I was playing, I don't know if you guys have ever heard of Sky Children of the Light, or Children of Light. Yeah. But it's a lovely little game that Plu has introduced me to, and I've been playing it with Plu and Mel and Eowyn and Iggy. And it is a very fun, sweet little game, but it can literally, like, I think we played like for like 5 hours or like 5.5 hours last night. Played the entire evening. It was very fun though. I like it a lot. And I made some good progress. I unlocked a lot of the constellations that I needed to unlock, so that was very fun. But yeah, let me launch Hooked on You, and we shall get this party started. I'm very excited. I'm kind of nervous. Guys, so I've only seen who, like, the potential romance candidates are for this game, and my eyes are set on the Spirit. Now, hear me out, because I know the Huntress is, like, one of the most eligible bachelorettes in Dead by Daylight. But I feel like that's everyone's first inclination, is to, like, romance Huntress because of that. And so I really want to put in some work and see if we can get a goth girlfriend today, okay? Because I also just love the art style and the way that they drew the spirit in this game. And I love the spirit. I love her story and stuff like that. So, Child of Light, how do I explain Child of Light? Like, there's not... You essentially are, like, you are a child who is made of light, and you can fly. Like, you use, like, light charge in your wings to fly for a certain period of time, and then you go around and you collect these like spirits and you relive their memories, and through collecting spirits you unlock like these constellations that allow you to unlock like more cosmetics, more like emotes that you can like use to communicate with other players in the game, because it is like an MMO. It's very it's very much like Journey. It has those vibes where you're playing like a little guy. I don't know how to explain it, but you're playing like a little guy, and it's so pretty. You can hold hands with your friends. You can also hug your friends. It's very, very cute and very sweet. I like it a lot. If you've ever seen any gameplay of Journey and you like the vibes of that, and you're like, this is beautiful, I love how relaxing it is, definitely check out Sky. It is a wonderful game, and it's free. It's free on the Switch and on mobile. But yeah, it's very, very fun. I'm enjoying myself a lot. And you can make, like, friends in the game, like, friends with strangers. Everyone's so sweet. It's very nice. You, like, offer your little candle to them, and they'll, like, accept it, and then you can see what they look like, and then, you can decide whether or not you want to be friends and stuff like that. It's very, very fun. I like it a lot. But yeah, so, Dead by Daylight released a dating simulator, and we are going to be playing it today. I'm so excited, but I'm also so nervous. I have no idea what to expect from this game. So let's find out, shall we? I'm gonna switch to, okay, where is it? There it is. All right, I'm gonna launch it, and then I'm going to switch here. Okay. It is, yeah. It's completely free Shattered, so it's like if you don't like it, like there's no loss taken, you know. Okay, heads up, guys. If you have photosensitivity or epilepsy, then there are potentially flashing images in this game. Who knows what terms and conditions we are agreeing to. Oh, look at her. Are you kidding me? All right, let's see. I feel like we should turn up the volume pretty high. Let me turn off my sad Wilbur Soot music. Is this a good volume for you guys, or is it too loud? Also, let me turn up the text size a little bit. Text speed should be fine there. How does this sound to you guys? Look at her! Oh my god, are you joking? Oh my god, even the Wraith looks pretty fly. I hope that is a good volume. If not, I'm sure it will let me, I'm sure it'll let me adjust it in the game. So if we find out that this is absolutely deafening, because I did blast the volume like all the way up, we can fix it. Spirit and Wraith are the best ones, I think. I agree. Yeah, Lemon. Welcome to your dream vacation. Before we get started, what shall we call you? Lemon. Lemon. Ah! That was my Miku eating a lemon impression. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Little bug. Get out of here. Oh, I'm so excited. Thank you, Aaron. You wake up on the beach, soaking wet, salt water stinging the inside of your throat as if you'd nearly drowned. Water falls from your mouth as you open it to gasp for air. You have no memory of how you got here. In fact, you can only remember your own name, but not where you came from, or a single fact about your life. What you do know is that despite the outrageous beauty of the landscape around you, you feel incredibly sick to your stomach. Wow, really went down the wrong pipe, huh? You need a minute, or can I go on? Wow, I'm being sassed by the narrator. Because I can give you a minute. We got plenty of time. Endless time, really. An eternity, if you catch my drift. Whoa, not now, Ocean. Sorry, Lemon. May I continue? Please, go on. Okay, then. As I was... White man blink. .gif. As I was saying, you look down at your feet, ankle deep in the crystal blue water of a newly arrived wave. As the water recedes back into the ocean, it reveals a grotesque discovery. Okay, that's fun. A decomposing face stares up at you from beneath the sand. All you can do is vomit. A stream of dark bile, bugs, worms, and other... Ugh. Questions race through your mind. Where are you? How did you get here? Who is behind this incredibly charming and well-spoken voice in your head? Well, answers don't come easy. Your mind is completely blank. What will you do? Oh my god. Dig up that face? I mean, what does that mean? I don't want to look at it anymore. I don't want that on the screen anymore. I think I'm going to... I want to run. I think if I found that, like, reasonably on a beach, I would run. If I wasn't hyper aware of being in a video game. You turn away from this wretched sight and begin to run, but the beach, it's endless. Despite how far you run, you get nowhere. Exhausted, you stop and look behind you. Your footsteps are raced by soft blue waves. You turn inland, considering your lack of options. You've got no choice but to walk into the brush. However, the beauty of the beach is not shared by the darkness of the palmy woods before you. There's nothing inviting about the shadowy forest. Terror freezes you in your steps. Why are you trying to run away? This is paradise! You're here to enjoy yourself, don't you know? Have a little bit of fun. Take charge of your own experience. Well, that sure was weird, that voice again. Do oceans normally talk? Your memory isn't right, but you're pretty sure you remember learning as a child that oceans do not speak directly to people in spooky terms. Your mind doesn't have a chance to linger any longer on your current situation as you feel something soft bump into your foot. Oh, it's a volleyball! When you look down, you find a volleyball sitting in the sand there next to you. You stare down, frozen. A voice calls out from behind you. I wish you could date the ocean. The head is a cutie? What do you mean? A little help, please? Ah! You turn around, and when you see what's waiting for you, your jaw just about hits the ground. Oh my god. It's her! Oh my god, it's all of them! Hello? Hi! Hello? Oh, her like whole leg is just not attached to her. Oh my god, the trapper. Holy, this is a lot. This is a lot to be processing. 4 gorgeous monsters stand halfway between you and a well-tended volleyball court. Hello? I feel so intimidated. I feel like I'm gonna get bullied. Like, you know what I mean? Like, this does not feel like I'm about to get hit on by like 4 attractive killers. It feels like they're literally about to start throwing insults at me and bullying me into submission. Each of them oozes with undead energy, a magical aura reaching out and penetrating you via your eyes. Your heart begins to race. Curiosity, fear, desire. You can't help but stare at these casually dressed, let's call them killers. I don't know, not to be judgmental, but that's just the energy they put out there. So many competing feelings rush through your mind at once that you are completely paralyzed. Hello? There are weird days, and then there's this. All you can do is look down at the ball and back up at this monstrous lineup of, well, literal monsters. Sexy-ass monsters, though. This was a game that was made for Aaron. Aaron Cherryquill, this was a game that was made with your demographic in mind. What do you do? I'm gonna toss it back. I'll be nice. I'll be friendly. You bend down and grab the ball. It's warm from sitting in the sand on this beautiful day. When you give the ball a toss, it arcs beautifully through the air and lands right in the huntress's hands. Not bad, stranger. Huntress's muscles ripple as she grips it in her hand. You look her up and down and consider what it might be like to be held tightly in those strong arms. Warm, perhaps. Maybe a little sweaty, but that's okay. It's natural. Oh my god. They might make you into the next volleyball. Exactly. Try hard much? Ugh. They're speaking directly to you, but you still can't bring yourself to reply. You're entranced. Wait, am I the tryhard? Excuse me? When you snap out of it, you realize that everyone has gone back to the volleyball court. Oh, is Spirit the mean one? Too bad I don't like it. Oh, you don't, Aaron? Alone again, you look across the beach at these strange residents who casually bat a volleyball back and forth, happily ignoring your intrusion on their private beach. Should you be frightened, worried, excited? I did refer to them as killers, not to give too much away. But at the same time, damn, they are looking very appealing in their own way, and nobody so much as lifted a blood-soaked finger in your direction. Don't be scared, Lemon. You were made for this. Well, geez, if the spooky ocean voice says not to be scared, I'm sure it's all going to work out. With no good reason not to, you decide to head over and see what happens next. I've heard that this game is very long, so the chances of us finishing a playthrough in this stream is low. Because I think Plu said that they watched someone play it all the way through and it took them like 8 hours. And I am certainly not streaming for 8 hours today. I am streaming for like 2 hours. It seems like I've derailed the volleyball game just by showing up. You derailed the game just by showing up, nitwit. And I guess you're also a nitwit. Look, it's best to just go with the trapper says and when he says it. That's a policy I hold for pretty much anyone who always seems to have fresh blood on their hands. Hey, don't worry about it. It's all just a game. Existence, that is. Oh, she's existential. Besides, you seem a lot more interesting than a silly game. They really made the Huntress the most flirty, on purpose. What's your deal? What brings you here? You mean they're here to do more than distract from my total domination? He's the jock type. That was Wraith. The sign means he was done with the game, too. Either that or he saw a butterfly or something. Interesting. Look, I don't care why this slack-jawed moron is here. I just want to know, can I kill them or not? You know you can't. At least not yet. Oh my god? Oh yeah, not yet. Hey, Lemon, you might want to, you know, say something. Her design is so pretty. Actually, never mind. There'll be plenty of time for that soon enough. This is the one I'm going for, Volley, the spirit in the big black hat. I love her. Right now, this group has some questions for you. But be warned, answer quickly and answer well. Answer quickly. This is a timed quiz and it'll be very important later. Oh my god, very important. Or not important in any way whatsoever. Probably that one. I can't remember. How attractive would you say you are? Are you kidding? Okay. I'd say average. I'm pretty average, I think. Just another face in the crowd, another normal, meaningless life in an endless cycle. I think you're quite cute myself, like a chipmunk or a grizzly bear. What if I made Huntress a Valley Girl? If you could have any superpower, what would it be? Oh, flight. Out of these ones, flight. Flight, for sure. Technically, I suppose I can fly. Honestly, it's not all that it's cracked up to be. As far as I go, I'm still not where I want to be. What was your best subject in school? None of these! History! History? Nice. It's important to know what came before so that we're not doomed to repeat humanity's mistakes. I mean, we will anyways, but still. What's your favorite animal? Dog. A mustelid. Dog? You look absolutely adorable in a little puppy mask. What's your favorite color? A 3-day-old corpse? Out of these ones? Blood red. Red. Some call it the color of love, but love is just another word for pain. What's your dream job? Not working at all! If we get to do what we really want, why work at all? I like ferrets. I like snow leopards. Monster Prom is so fun. I love that game. I will definitely be playing Monster Prom. I'm actually gonna be dressing up like my prom. It takes a lot of courage to break free from society's expectations to climb the ladder. Only she could spin laziness into some kind of grand crusade. These damned millennials. Are you kidding? Who wrote this? Best flavor of ice cream. Oh, chocolate. Horse flesh? I would never do that to Maurice. Is that the horse's name? Chocolate. My favorite flavor is pain. So are weasels. Stoats. Yes. Same. Same here. Mine is vanilla, swirled with pain. I think mint chip is the greatest. I think mint chip is the greatest flavor ever conceived, myself. But enough about ice cream, am I right? I like the narrator. Can I date the narrator? They have taste. Mint chip. Hold on a second, this reminds me. I am right, always. It's a lesson you should learn before we go too much further. Do what I say if you want to survive. Pick mint chip. We're teaching lessons now, narrator? You rascal. Kill or be killed is the rule on this island, even for faceless voices. Tell me, what's the best flavor of ice cream? Mint chip, baby! I agree, the best flavor is mint chip! So obedient. I think you're gonna do just fine. Netflix and chill Ben & Jerry's ice cream, and that will be all. I like Moose Tracks. Moose Tracks is my favorite ice cream. Anywho, now that they know so much about you, I'm sure the group wants to start getting to know I'm sure the group wants you to start getting to know them. I'm Trapper. I pretty much run things around here. I'm the smartest, richest, strongest person on the whole island. God, I don't like losers. If you want to know what a loser is, say hello to Wraith. Hi, I'm Wraith. I'm nothing like everyone else. I like nice people and loathe big, dumb idiots. Hey, what's up? I'm Spirit. I don't like most things. I don't really hate most things either. It's not worth my time. But the things I do hate, I really hate, you know? She's the one who has like an edgy Tumblr blog, or she like reblogs things that say like we're all just stardust at the end. And like it said in her bio is just like, I hate like I'm mean and I hate people. You know what I mean? You know what I'm talking about? That specific Tumblr blogger. Like she definitely has a Tumblr. Based on my personal observations, life is nothing but suffering, and society is a carefully calculated lie to keep everyone subservient to those in power. It's better to choose to just not take part. I mean, like, we live in a society. Jeez, it's like she was downright murdered by society. She hates it so much. Oh no, wait, I'm remembering Spirit's story now, and that's almost exactly what happened. Hi, I'm Huntress. Don't let these bummers get you down. I'm literally gonna give her a Valley Girl accent. I'm sorry, that's how she speaks now. There's lots of fun to be had on this island, along with lots of love. They made her the most easily romanceable one, too. Yeah, there is, if you know what I mean. Grow up. Grow a body. I'm sorry, I don't know what to do for Wraith's voice, so I'm not really doing one. I've explained this 1,000 times. I'm dead, but I'm not a literal ghost. I just create a trail of fog. I'm not made of it. Whatever, fog body. That's not nice. He's not nice. Are we stuck on the island? I would assume. Considering I ran and it was endless shattered, I would assume. You love it. Only sometimes. Ew, really? That's disgusting. That's why she likes it! Don't speak for me. I also hate it. Stop speaking entirely, actually. For the first time ever, I agree with the Wraith. Let's move on, otherwise they'll do this all day. Besides, if I know this crew, and I do, they'll want to show off soon enough. If we're done playing, let's do something else instead. Wow, for once I actually agree with the meathead. I say we go to my yacht. It's the massive boat docked nearby. I'll give everyone a taste of true luxury and power. Wraith rolls his eyes. Don't mind him, he just hates fun and happiness. No, I hate the endless, desperate, soul-crushing pursuit of wealth. The way it's flaunted needlessly and the cruelty it engenders. I mean, I kind of love the Wraith too, I'm not gonna lie. What about hanging out by the pool? I find the water calming, simple, beautiful. I don't know what the Wraith's story is. I never actually looked into his lore. Hey, what about our volleyball game? We can exercise and have some fun as a group. Are you all serious? There's a perfectly good lounge to chill out right here. I will say Spirit's personality is very in line with like the goth edgy character. Like, it makes sense. I'm tired, and besides, I hate being in the sun. Where do you want to go? That's the yacht, right? This is the lounge. I wanna hang out with the Spirit. I assume that this is what this is. Oh no, wait. How am I supposed to know which is which? This looks like the lounge. Am I incorrect? Get out of my face. Guys, which one do we think is the one that Spirit said that was the lounge? Is it this one or this one? This one feels correct. Because that one feels like it's still in the sun. Oh, that's the volleyball game. That's Huntress's. Okay, I figured it out. I'm smart. It'd be great to relax for a second at the lounge. And to kick up your feet, look out over the ocean and relax on your own terms. Who would want to do anything else? Dry, comfortable, enjoying a cool drink on a hot day. It's the best. I mean, what kind of fool, what kind of monster, what kind of mask-wearing psychopath would finally be granted a break from constant grind of chasing and fighting to get ahead, and then choose to exert themselves in, quite frankly, any way whatsoever? Why am I the only one who gets it? It's time to stop living by their rules. I won't do it any longer. Why'd she look like that? Yeah, we should probably give her a second to calm down. I wish I had the demonic, hello? Ah! Hello? Claudette and Dwight? Are you kidding me? Hold on. Just for one moment. This is Dwight and Claudette, our activities coordinators. They're also the cooks, waiters, bartenders, standers, and every other job. Oh my god, I gotta do a Dwight. I gotta like do my best nerdy voice for Dwight. Dwight, my absolute beloved. They're the only remaining help on the island. This place we call Murderer's Island. Cue dramatic musical flourish. Okay. None of the others survive. Survive the interview process, I mean. Hence why we shall heretofore, what? What is that word? Refer to them as survivors with a capital S. These two have worked here a long time, so very long. I don't actually know how long it's been. Sorry, anyway, I should probably let Dwight and Claudette do their mandated jobs. They sure look happy, but they're vibrating with a nervous energy that is starting to give me the creeps. They chose literally the meekest survivors to be the ones employed here. We will now escort the group to the venue of your choosing. However, in the future, we recommend waiting for us to present you with your options whenever possible, and don't run off to various activities unsupervised. I'm giving Claudette a slight country accent just to differentiate her voice. We don't have much autonomy around here. The least you can do is allow us to do our job. The most you can do is help us get off this island. Right. Yes, pardon me. Follow us, please. Hey, narrator? Yes, something I can help you with? Those two, Claudette and Dwight, did they just start to mention something about wanting to escape? Is escape an option? Should I be trying to escape? Escape? Them? Oh, no. I think you're mistaken. It seemed like Dwight was asking for help to get off this island, though. Oh, right, that. Yes, that's true, he was. But he just meant that he wants to get to the other vacation island getaway, a couple miles south of here. It has much fancier accommodations than this island. I wonder if that's a hint at, like, a potential sequel. It's one of those big corporate outfits, quite exclusive, where all the famous celebrities hang out, very luxurious. Doesn't quite have the charm that this island has, though. Trust me, you wouldn't want to go there. With all that money comes a lot of restrictions. That, like, kind of feels like they'll have a sequel where it's, like, Trickster and maybe, like, I don't know, Legion? Oh, God, imagine every member of Legion. This is where you belong. Now, off you go. It's time for activity. On this island, your decisions matter. Mostly, when I agree with them. Not like that other island. So what'll it be? I already made this choice. Why would they make me have it again? Make it again. Okay. Finally, freedom from the preposterous premise that the four of us would be engaged in some sort of thrilling 2-on-2 volleyball match. Spirit looks at you from beneath her gigantic sun hat. She takes a conspiratorial tone. My god, I can't read. I don't know whose idea volleyball was in the first place, but I hate them. I tried to feign a sprained ankle, but everyone already knows that I technically float above the ground, so nobody believed I was even putting any pressure on my joints in the first place. Then I tried to annoy everyone by not giving a crap, and when that didn't work, I tried whining, and when that didn't work, I threatened to kill every single person on this island. But it turns out I'm not the first one to toss those kind of threats around on this island. So, thanks, I guess, for getting it called off. You're welcome. Are we threatening to end each other again? Now it's Dwight who takes a conspiratorial tone, his eyes shifting as he slips into a loud whisper. Whisper, I assume. Please, just make it quick! Is what you'll be saying when we get behind the bar to make you the drink of your dreams. Hilarious, right, Dwight? Yeah, right. So what'll you be having? Out of these ones, a virgin daiquiri sounds, I mean, I would either drink a sangria or a virgin daiquiri. Vodka soda is okay, but I don't like club soda, so let's go with the virgin daiquiri. I didn't come here to party, I'm just trying to make the best of a very strange situation. I don't know, how about a daiquiri? I don't know how to make that. Oh, I know how to make that! I read it completely wrong. But skip the liquor, I'll have mine virgin. Trapper snickers at your choice of words. Sure you will, kid. Don't mind him. We don't need to soak ourselves in booze just to please someone else's expectations. If you ask me, there's enough spirits here already. Besides, alcohol just numbs you to the painful realities of the world. I choose to face them head on. Did I accidentally choose the one that pleases Spirit anyway? Psh, just pure rocks, please. Yeah, could I have the rocks, no scotch? You never do something like this. You never do something like, I don't know, hide it from it all behind the world's largest hat or anything. Please allow me to ignore any fashion advice from the man wearing a doll's face as a mask. Not a doll's face, jerk. Since we've fulfilled your requests, it's time for you to return the favor. I should have known there was a catch. Icebreaker time! I swear, had I known they pulled this kind of faux enthusiastic community building crap, I'd have suggested we attempt to walk to the lowest point of the ocean before I ever set foot near this bar. You don't think it could be kind of fun? A little fun? Never mind. I hate it. This sucks. But it could be fine. Or whatever you say. Has anyone seen my hat? Is the Wraith okay? Is he okay? I've literally never seen him in a hat. If we must make small talk, I'm at least picking a topic before we end up being forced to do some lame improv game that nerds learn at their non-sports after-school activities that I definitely never did because I'm no nerd. Methinks a certain someone doth protest too much. I hope that she was in a Dungeons & Dragons club. Sitting here on this beautiful sunny afternoon, warm sand beneath the cool fog beneath my severed feet. The topic I choose is books. Novels, comics, fiction or not, reading is the only real escape from the inescapable horror of life. The escape into your own mind. I knew she was my type. She definitely was. A groan rolls through the crowd. Not a lot of readers here, I'd imagine, based on that response. They were much more enthusiastic about drinking. Considering the situation we're in, it seems an appropriate time to ask you. Lemon, what's your desert island book? The one you'd bring with you if you were, well, on an island like this. Oh, and it has to be classic horror, for reasons that should be obvious. She means because this is an island of horror villains, and also those books are all in the public domain. Nothing too modern. Humanity has really gotten soft these past 100 years. So, what's your favorite? Yes! That's actually genuinely probably one of my favorite classic horror books. Dracula is a classic that's still scary. To be seduced by some beautiful stranger only to learn later that they're an immortal villain? It's downright thrilling? Well, I guess, but I was going to say that despite the deviant behavior of Dracula and the threat of possible danger or even death that he poses, you can't help but get turned on by the liberation from the status quo that he represents. Same here. So what if some old doctor says he's a bad boy? You're supposed to reek like garlic and sleep alone? Who did they think would buy into that? Oh, she's so pretty. If you're going to be trapped in the nightmare that is Undead Life Eternal, which I know a little something about, you could do a lot worse than great clothes, a castle, and a lover who doesn't take shit from anyone. The scariest part of Dracula is thinking that no one will ever be quite as interesting to make love to as a vampire. Jekyll and Hyde is good, but I love Dracula. Enough about these old stories that belong to someone else. I think it's time to make up some new stories of our own. Before you know what's going on, Huntress is waving an empty vodka bottle in the air, a devilish twinkle in her half-mask-covered eye. Might I suggest something a little naughty? Let's all get in a circle and spin this bad boy. Oh, we're playing spin the bottle. Hello? Ask her opinion on Twilight. That is so good. Hello? I did not know the Trickster was in this game. Trickster? Isn't it a little bit late to introduce a new character? I thought I was the one who was getting to make the rules, so I'm not sure who I'm asking. He's a K-pop star, Vale. He is, but he's not kissable. Unfortunate. But I wasn't ready for this. Well, hello, and who is this new fan in the waiting? Beat it, hack! I don't know. Oh, what's the harm in inviting one more person to join the circle for our game? Oh, I can't stay. I was just saying it's a great idea while also teasing the secret Trickster ending. What? I've got much, much better things to do than hang out here. I'm famous. Toodaloo. Oh my god. The rules are simple. First you spit, then you swap. Spit, that is. But let's be clear, this ain't a peep show. We're here to have a good time, but in a classy way. All bakeouts will happen out of the view of the public eye, real romantic-like. Yeah, romance is the goal. So we'll be waiting here in complete silence, trying to listen in and use our imaginations while you make out on the other side of the bar. But not watching. Like adults. Romantic, well-adjusted adults. Lemon, you're up. Of course I am. You grip the bottle in your hand and put your fate in the hands of the empty bottle gods. Oh god, minigames consist of two parts. On top, a pointer which rotates in a clockwise direction. At the bottom, a target you're going to be pointing at. This here upcoming minigame is a special minigame, perfect for the less coordinated because there's no winning or losing. Well, not technically. Wherever the pointer stops, that's your result. I suppose if it doesn't stop where you want it to, that's a bit like losing, but no one has to know if you don't tell them. Okay, there is a losing for me, and that is if this pointer lands on the trapper. Out of everyone? The minigames suck? Ugh. Ready. Away we go. Spin the bottle and see who you're gonna smooch. Oh my god. Ah! I got Wraith. That's fine, he was my second favorite. Psych, you have to actually spin multiple times to get your real result. First to get to 3 times is your true match. That's how we play hardcore spin the bottle here on this island. Okay, okay, I can do this, I can do this, I can do this. No, I can't. You got Trapper. I got Huntress. I'm gonna get all of them once. I'm gonna get all of them except for the Spirit. The Trapper is bad. I told you. I got Huntress again. I got Huntress. Oh my god. Oh my god. Ooh. Just this morning when you were waking up on a strange beach surrounded by strangers with murderous intent. Now you're looking across a beach towel at Huntress, lust in her eyes, sweat glistening on her skin. Your heart races. You can feel your pulse pounding in your ears. Huntress takes you by the hand and you sit face to face at a private section of the bar. She begins to reach for you, putting her hands on your shoulders. You're sweating, but not in the sexy way she is. You're sweating in the gross way you'd sweat at the interview for a job you're not even remotely qualified for. You don't know what to do. If you try and lock lips in this state, you might gross her out so completely that she'll never look at you romantically again. Huntress, I'm sorry, but I can't kiss you right now. What? You're relieved, but also maybe a little hurt? That was so sexily, the fuck? It's not you. Well, it is you, but in a good way. I think you're great, maybe too great. I don't trust easily, and I'm afraid of what it might mean to connect with you so early. It's not that I don't want to, I just don't think it's the right thing right now. I understand. Amazing, but also understand this. If you tell anyone I got so soft, I'll break you in half, okay? Tell me she doesn't have a Valley Girl accent when she's saying stuff like K, okay? I'll tell him he almost chewed my whole face clean off. Oh, I like that. I hate to break up such a passionate moment that we can only assume was passionate because we never spy on you constantly whilst you stay on the island. But dinner is served right away, and we must insist that you join us. We wouldn't want anyone dying of starvation. When there are so many more interesting things to die from. God, I don't know why I'm having such a hard time reading. Seems like the next activity is mealtime? How quaint. You were expecting what? Capture the flag? Do you know how complicated it is to run a game like that? Much more so than sitting and talking. You arrive at the cookout area to find an assortment of picnic tables scattered around. What were you expecting? Some kind of grand hall with a huge banquet table? This ain't some prestigious fantasy epic like you'd find on cable. Dwight and Claudette usher you to your seat, but there's very limited seating directly around you. Oh, and great. Terrific. It seems that everyone wants to sit next to you. Even better is that they don't want to sit next to certain other people either. To start, no one wants to sit next to Chopper. Meanwhile, he refuses to sit next to Wraith or Trickster. Trickster's here! Okay. Oh yeah, Trickster's here. Surprised? Well, yeah, well they don't call him expected, sir? I'm sorry, even I get nervous around crowds of killers, and my whole shtick gets a little flustered. Hey there, you're looking good, Lemon. Real good. Oh my god. And we literally can't let Huntress and Trapper sit together. No, seriously, their arms are too big. They can't fit at the table if they sit side by side. Look at this. We can't even fit everyone on screen at the same time. You probably think this was an error, but it's not. It was completely intentional. Thank you. This game is a big fan of interrupting your moments with the killers with Dwight and Claudette. Oh yeah. I would gladly give Trickster my life. Yeah, let that be a lesson to you. Every error you think you see is a choice. Got that? Okay, Dwight and Claudette are directing traffic. You sit on one side, the rest of them will sit opposite of you. What? Huntress and Trapper can sit at the ends with their enormous sexy arms. Now that everyone is seated, we can begin dinner. Tonight's meal was prepared slowly, carefully, with both love and hate for 12 hours over a spit. We hope you all enjoy. We really, really hope you do. I kind of don't mind, because I do like Dwight and Claudette. I love his blow-up bat. It's so good. It's such a good design. Hey, you didn't actually tell us what you're serving. What are we eating? It's meat. Seasoned with a specific number of special herbs and spices that we simply can't divulge. My favorite! Meat is good. Meat is murder. Which, you know, considering what you've been up to, who are you to get judgy now? I'm just sharing facts, and you need to murder something to eat its meat, so that's, like, technically true. Technically true is the best kind of true! Okay, enough yapping, let's eat! Hey, Lemon, you think of what I'm thinking? It's gonna be a person on that spit, right? Or several parts of overlapping people, perhaps? Hi, Iggy! Hi! The dating is going! I've learned that Trickster is in this game. I haven't seen many pigs wearing palm tree button-down prints, you know? Watch the pig show up like Amanda's just gonna show up. She's not, she's licensed, but you know, what if? When you look closely at the spit, you spot what definitely appears to be scraps of fabric sandwiched between some layers of meat. I think I might be sick. Is there anything else to eat? This took 12 hours. And we do literally everything on the island. There's actually one thing you're not doing today. You're not carving up this delectable meal. Wow, he's right for a change, because I am with my broad axe. It's the perfect tool for easily chopping anything in twain. First, who says twain? Sometimes I swear it's like we're all from completely different historical eras. Second, I'll handle this with my cleaver. Fast, powerful, and clean. At least it's clean when the meat is cooked. No blood. You two and your ridiculous bicep swinging contest. Ugh, enough, grow up. Obviously my gorgeous katana is the only option. Obs. The hell it is! Oh, I'll show you both my katana and send you to actual hell if you'd like. Can't be doing the laundry. Please stop, please. I hate when we fight, or talk, or even when we look at each other in the eye. I can do it. I have the skull of Azarov. Great, instead of slicing it up, you can club it to a second death. Hey, Lemon, I know this isn't what you want to eat, but hurry up and volunteer to carve up Felix. I mean dinner. Felix! Oh, poor Felix! Took me a second to process that I knew who that was. Otherwise, this will go on for hours. No hyperbole. They once argued over who had the most effective weapons for 72 straight hours. F, can we get some 07s for Felix in the chat? And it doesn't matter which one does it. They're done, when they're done, they will take even longer cleaning their weapon, all while explaining the value in maintaining your tools. Despite being a bunch of cold-blooded killers, for some reason they're always terrified of tetanus. Hey, why don't you just let me carve up dinner? Splendid idea. We'd hate for it to get cold. He hated when it got cold. Here's a machete, freshly sharpened. Oh my god, yeah, okay. Okay, yeah, yep, thank you. Press the space bar to stop the pointer while over the target to win. Fail to land on the target and you will lose. Okay, so it's a skill check. It's a skill check. To achieve perfect success, land at the start of the target, not the end. Okay, ready to play, or do you want me to repeat that? I am ready. I got it. Perfect! Okay, perfect. Yes! Perfect! Oh my god. No, I missed! You missed completely! Oh, did I get that? Not bad, okay. That was pretty good. I'd like to see what you could do with a less clumsy weapon. Yeah, I said it. Machetes are dumb. Thank you, Spirit! I am no longer mentally ill. I am being subjected to cannibalism. Dinner is finally served. For real. The sounds, especially coming from the mask killers while they eat, which involves lifting their masks and shoving food up behind them, are nasty. Spirit, meanwhile, doesn't even eat. She's the only one who seems to be really embracing being dead. They're all dead, right? This is obviously hell. I mean... Come on, we're still trying to be mysterious here. You think mystery comes easy? Claudette and Dwight aren't the only ones who've been working their asses off to make this night perfect. Well, I don't know why I decided that the ocean sounds like a weird, mysterious rich man, but he does. Well, at least they're lifting their masks. This is only 99% as disgusting as it could be if they just tried to mash stuff through there. Spirit, why aren't you hungry? The two best things about being dead is not having to eat. That's only one thing. Think about it, Lemon. Number two is no number two. Hello. One less thing to think about in the afterlife. Thank you for the host! Thank you, Hiki! I appreciate it! Even if I wanted to eat, I have no idea what would actually follow. You might have noticed, but I'm mostly just a bunch of dismembered body parts floating in a spectral form. Do you see how deep this cut on my abdomen is? I don't think my digestive tract connects anymore. Between the food and the behavior of the group, this might be the worst meal in history. But even worse is that they're staring at you. You're not eating. They don't like that. I think they want an explanation why. What do you want to tell them? Thank you for the 100 bits, Blue! You're one of them queers. You're girly pop. Which one? Trapper is definitely you're one of them queers. I'm just gonna say I'm sorry. Actually, it's not the food or the company. I'm just super self-conscious how I look when I eat. Yeah! Tomorrow is Aaron's birthday! Goodbye, Aaron. I love you. Have a great day. Have fun. Yeah. I was just pretending to be grossed out by dinner so I'd have an excuse not to chew in front of everyone. Sorry if that made things awkward. Blue, thank you for the 100 bits. Your girly pop for Iggy and Blue cheering your girly pop at the exact same time. Thank you for the 100 bits, guys. Your girly pop. That's the last part of that audio. I was just pretending to be grossed out by dinner so I'd have an excuse not to chew in front of everyone. I'm sorry if that made things awkward. I'm actually extremely hungry. Yeah, watching people eat is gross, but try to relax and not worry what everyone thinks. It's so important to remember that people are watching you, judging you, definitely not ignoring you, right guys? Is anyone listening to me? Typically a group that includes one, if not more, cannibals staring at you with meat juice dripping from their chins would be quite scary. However, right now you're barely able to keep your head up, let alone get scared and run away. I'm a narrator, not a physician, so please don't take this as medical advice, but I'm pretty sure you need to eat to stay alive. I am being peer pressured into cannibalism, and I don't think I'm okay with that. Oh hey, it's me again. Your friend, mentor, and guide, narrator to the narrator, the ocean. Not sure how I feel about that characterization, but I'll allow it. Thank you. Is it? Thank you, Blue. I brought you here, and I might be the only one who can help you now. There's only one thing you must do to survive. You have to figure out why you're really here. No one can tell you, not unless you follow the right path, or at least a right path. There's too many of those to count. Hopefully you pick at least one of them. Because there are even more wrong paths. Many of them lead to your demise, other leads to something even worse. Starting scene's over and having to fast forward back to where you are, am I right? For this place holds many secrets, even from itself. But the one that truly matters can only be learned if you answer the most important question. Why are you here? Very red versus blue. Why are you here? Answer that and you'll learn the truth. The ultimate truth. Vague, mysterious. I gotta give it up to this ocean character. That's some quality early game storytelling. Thank you for the lurk, I appreciate it! You wake up to find the spirit holding your limp body, gingerly pouring cool water into your mouth. She wants me. She wants me! Don't you just love the ocean at night? I do. Staring out over the vast darkness of the ocean really validates the feelings inside me that we're all truly insignificant, and the only thing worth pursuing is revenge. I have to wonder, how could anyone believe anything else? You look out into the darkness of night and ponder her question. Well, it's a simple question. How could they? How could anyone not feel small and alone in the face of such massive nothingness? I don't know what this is asking of me. Maybe it's Spirit's words, maybe it's the ocean, or maybe it has always been this way, but you suddenly feel connected to Spirit's words. Oh, that was about my character. Okay, I thought I was saying that to the Spirit. I will say my one thing about this game so far is that the prompts are really unclear as to, like, what they are, like, addressing, you know? And sometimes they don't make sense in response to what is being said. Maybe it's Spirit's words, or maybe it's always been this way, but you suddenly feel connected to the Spirit's words. Yeah, I said that, okay. I may not remember much about my life before, but there's one thing I know to be true. I've always been alone. I want to relate to her, so we're building my lore. And I always will be alone. Spirit has turned from looking at the ocean and is looking directly at you now. It's a funny idea, isn't it? Being alone. Together? It's the best we can hope for. Maybe. Or maybe it's too much to hope for. Maybe it's impossible to pretend we know anything. Is that just arrogance? Ugh, I was so dumb. So busy trying to please everyone and be the perfect student, the perfect employee, the perfect daughter. I didn't take care of myself, and now I'm all I've got. First of all, I got distracted from my true purpose, my destiny, the purpose that was sitting inside me my whole life. Okay, so this might sound a bit silly, but Spirit looks around to see if there's anyone else on the beach. When she's convinced that it's only you two, she continues. There's a dragon that lives inside me. I've always known, but I've tried to ignore it. When I couldn't ignore it, I tried to push it down. I'm so stupid. You're not stupid. That sounds badass. Right? But I didn't let it out, and then I, you know, chop chop. And now that dragon is pretty much a one-track revenge beast. But enough about me. What's inside of you, stranger? I feel like the first one is the one that's like really edgy, but I kind of want to say the second one, but I don't know. I'm gonna say I'll go with the first one in hopes that that's what she wants to hear. I'm just trying to please her. I'd kill to have a dragon. Maybe not the best choice of words. I mean, a dragon sounds awesome. Honestly though, I don't feel like I've got anything inside me at all. Just darkness. Never-ending darkness. And here I thought Spirit was the biggest goth on the island until you arrived. Perhaps I could light a torch and search through that darkness. Eh? Just as things are really heating up, you hear a flurry of footsteps behind you, and you quickly spin around, ready to fend off whatever new danger has popped up on this strange island, and I know that this is gonna be Dwight and Claudette. Yes, only to find that it's Dwight and Claudette sprinting across the beach, clipboards in hand, which are waving in the air above their heads. It's very important that we stick to the itinerary and attend each event as scheduled. Plague Sick for Cute Flirtpoids was not a part of this evening's activities. And that's strictly slotted in for after campfire story time. At this rate, we'll be late. Playing sick? No, look at Dwight, he's so angry. Why you angry, Dwight? Why you angry? Why you angry? No time for excuses. Well, there is, but that's scheduled for after what comes after the flirting. Go, go, go! Once everyone has gathered at the fire pit, Dwight and Claudette quickly make an announcement. It's hard doing all these voices. We're not gonna blame anyone in particular, but someone, and we're not gonna say who, so don't worry, hasn't been sticking to the schedule. That means we're behind on time for evening activities, and we'll only have time for one person to share their special spooky nighttime story. Just one story? But story time is my favorite activity. This is a narrative-heavy experience. You're telling us that only one person gets to share? How will we decide who? Oh, great. We have to decide as a group? That never goes well. Whoever did this, step up now. I swear I won't be angry. I'll merely chop your head clean off. No fuss, no muss. Voice trembling, you realize this is probably it for you, but you embrace your fate. Sorry, everyone. I think they're talking about me. To be honest, I still don't understand how this whole schedule thing works. I guess I lost track of time while I was passed out? Been there before. Even though it's taking some pressure off of me, which is an absolute dream come true, is it really fair to pick on the newbie? Seriously, has anything here ever happened on schedule even once? Damn it, Donald, if you try to flex that authority gimmick one more time, so help me, I'll snap your head off so quick and then I'll drown you in his blood, Cynthia. Fuss and Muss are back on. You two know I love to hack, slash, and slice. Oh, is Donald and Cynthia Dwight and Claudette? Okay. We all know you love to kill. It's almost all you talk about. Nobody named any names. Who knows any names? Not us. I've renounced my name. Who's Donald? Who's Dwight? Who even knows anymore? Call me nobody. That's how Odysseus got him. Nope, they changed his name to Nobody! But we still gotta get started on story time, so, Layman, oh, who do you think should go? Aw, damn it, that's the name. Please pick somebody quickly so this tropical vacation doesn't turn into a bloodbath. Well, obviously I'm gonna choose the spirit. Thank you for the host, I appreciate it, Mom! I choose you, Spirit. Whoa, this entire experience is being carefully crafted to avoid an IP infringement lawsuit. Let's be careful with the catchphrase, will ya? I appreciate it. Really? Sorry, I'm choking on something. You want to hear from me? Spirit huffs and dramatically rolls her eyes as she gets on her feet in front of the campfire. Don't let her talk you out of it. She's great with ghost stories. I knew she'd be. She's gonna have the spookiest story out of all of these bitches. I don't even know where she gets it, but she comes up with the scariest stuff. Seriously disturbing. Even to me, and I literally pulled a guy's sky and spine out with my bare hands. Talk about bullshit stories. If everyone else is going to chit-chat, I guess I can just sit down and... Huntress's eyes go red behind her mask, and both Trapper and Wraith take their seat. They know when it's worth fighting and when it's not. We love women supporting women. Well, I hate to break it to you, but tonight's story isn't scary. It's a romance. Too late now, though. I was selected, and so I'm going to tell my story. Oh, okay. I call it The Prisoner's Kiss. You notice that Huntress and Wraith are both sharing a giant tub of popcorn. Nobody offered you popcorn? Hello? I haven't eaten! It was a dark summer night. Warm rain seeped from the sky like blood from an old wound. Detective Hada, a celebrated investigator and renowned hostage negotiator, was called to the scene of a strange occurrence, unlike anything she had ever seen before. Oops, sorry, I missed the button. When she arrived, the scene was chaotic. Crowds had begun to gather. A dozen other officers were doing everything they could to keep curious onlookers away. But how could anyone resist wanting to know more? For there, in the middle of a busy market, had appeared a giant box. Strange, alien in its appearance, and massive in size. No one knew how it got there. Was it delivered? Built on site? In such a busy area, how could something like this just appear? A mystery, if it was conjured by magic. But this was no illusion. The huge box was very real, and someone was trapped inside. Spirit pauses her story to look from face to face of each audience member. She has no expression, but you feel her vibrating with energy. She's in her element. Help me! Someone cried inside the box. It was a man, terrified, trapped, imprisoned, his voice trembling. By now it was as if every detective in the city was there, looking into this strange structure up and down, inspecting it on every side. It didn't make sense. There were no doors, no windows, no fasteners or seams. It was completely solid and much too heavy to move by hand. Solid, that is, except for a single small slit, just enough to see the bloodshot eyes of the prisoner trapped inside. I don't know what happened! I woke up here, and here I was! I'm so scared, please help me, cried the man, as if pleading for his life. No stranger to tense situations, Detective Hada comforted the man. She used her training to calm him and buy time for the other investigators. However, time did not bring clarity, only anxiety as the night dragged on with no progress opening the box. And as the night grew longer, the seeping rain puddling on the ground, the man inside grew more desperate, more sad and lonely, more pathetic and in need of help. But Detective Hada was no help at all. Powerless to save him, guilt began to weigh on her like it never had before. Don't let me die in here, the man begged. Thank you so much for the host. I appreciate it, Blue. The man begged. Don't let me die alone. Stay calm, instructed Detective Hada. You're not alone. I'm here. Hell, half the town is here. We're all in this together, and we won't let this be the end of your story. Looking through the narrowest passageways, Detective Hada watched her own reflection in the tear-filled eyes of the strange, sad prisoner. Together, they both wept in silence at the hopelessness of the moment. Promise? Asked the man. Promise that I'm not alone? Yes, she promised. I do. A simple pledge. She felt an instant connection like she had never felt before. Not to her family, not to her friends, not to any of the other hostages she had worked so hard to free before. And so, when the man's eyes closed and backed away, it didn't scare Detective Hada, for she knew he would return, and he did. Pressing his lips up to the narrow slit in this horrible puzzle box, repeating his questions again, steam flowing from his mouth as he asked, "Promise? Promise that I'm not alone?" "Yes," she promised, "I do," and pressing her palms against the cold outside of the box, without truly knowing why, Detective Hata leaned forward and placed her own lips up to the opening, letting her breath creep into this strange structure, allowing her warm lips to fall on this man's. It was a gentle kiss, a moment of compassion. She could feel in this brief contact the beating of her heart, pulsing blood through every inch of her body, matched beat for beat in this soft touch. This is like a whole novel. "Thank you," said the man, no trace of fear remaining in his voice, and he backed away into the darkness, disappearing in a single moment of eerie calmness. "Get back!" yelled an officer, suddenly thrusting himself between Detective Hata and the box, breaking a silence that would soon be filled by a cacophony of whirring gears and clicking latches, a symphony of mechanical activity happening all at once. Something had triggered, as if an unseen lever pulled, and the side of the giant box began to slide open. Detective Hata gripped her flashlight tightly and pushed forward into the foggy interior of the giant box. Her feet splashed in the puddled rainwater, her heart racing as she swept her light from side to side. And that's when her eyes landed on the man, or at least landed on what should have been him. There, in the corner of the box, was a pile of pieces, like parts of a doll almost pulled apart, or perhaps that's just how Detective Hata had to think of him in that moment to survive. A collection of segments, limbs, pieces, disconnected from one another, cleanly severed and placed in a neat little pile. And atop that pile, a head, cold, pale, eyes open, lips an icy blue. Spirit stares at the fire, her own expression lifeless, her lips blue. Tears fall from her chin and soak into the sand at her feet. You're blown away by the story, and it's safe to say you're not alone. Everyone is looking into the fire or up at the sky, anywhere but at Spirit. It was you who chose her, you who initiated this harrowing tale. So sad, so creepy, so sensual? She really went into great detail when it came to describing that kiss. Too much detail, and now no one is sure how to act. Dwight and Claudette are staring daggers at you. You have to do something. This game was supposed to be a lighthearted romp. Please, I said do something! Stand up and try to start one of those slow claps. I want to do the first one. Do you think she'll get mad at me? I'm gonna do the first one. You stand and without saying anything approach Spirit, reaching your arms around her for a hug. Her robe, hovering in the air, begins to wrap itself around you and squeeze you into her. It's kind of like being hugged back, but also like being tied up. It's certainly not what you expected. Instinctually, you pull yourself away, but it's an awkward moment and you nearly fall over into the fire. Spirit says nothing and floats away without so much as a goodbye. You, meanwhile, realize everyone has just watched this truly strange interaction from the corners of their eyes. On that note, everyone decides it's time to take a break and split up for a little bit so that they can all have a moment alone before bed. Everyone leaves and you're alone by the fire. The only thing you hear is the ocean slowly lapping against the shore. This is nice. A true moment of peace and tranquility that lasts for all of 7 seconds because Trickster shows up and he's blaring his latest song. Hey! Hey baby, you look lonely. Mind if I join you? Hello? He doesn't wait for an answer. I know you've been hearing from these guppies all day, but I want to hear something from I want you to hear something from a big fish like me. Something special those in charge of the island don't want you to hear. I'm the ultimate catch on this island, the only lobster in an ocean of sardines. No one can give you what I can. You just have to find me. Come find me, baby. Hello? I feel weird reading his voice lines. Trickster leaves. You're a bit confused about what to make of the cryptic clues, but you aren't going to get any time to yourself to think about them just yet. Spirit approaches you. You know, I was watching you while I told my story. I could tell it was having an effect on you. This fog that follows me around, I could feel you breathing heavily, taking me in. You and I are both absolutely flabbergasted at that piece of information. Legit. You learn something new every day, even when you're a god. I mean, a narrator. You're doing it again, right now. You need to calm down. You should come to the hot tub with me. Oh, I got an achievement. Trial run? Dipping in hot tubs with the Spirit, you've come a long way in a single day. I'm not saying you shouldn't follow her. An offer like that? Just don't forget our little talk. I'm gonna end up dead. You and your storyteller friends slip into the water. It's just the right temperature for an evening dip. Plus, if some jealous shark comes along and manages to jump from the ocean into the pool, you're also pretty sure your killer companion could handle it. I just want to be totally clear, even though that story bore some similarities to my life, it was not about me in any way, shape, or form. Not symbolically, not metaphorically, not any otherly. I believe you, completely. Sure, you were cut into pieces in your life, and so was the person in the story. A perfectly normal coincidence. Sure, you're on this island, trapped one might say, in a most puzzling place. Almost a completely regular coincidence. And sure, his lips were blue and your lips are blue. Really? You'd call this blue? Searching for answers, hoping to find revenge. Okay, so the similarities stop there, I guess. Coincidences. Sorry, the coincidences. Get this through your head, whoever you are. Samurai runs through my veins. Or, well, maybe it is coagulated by now. No need to sweat the details. Regardless, I'm a descendant of noble warriors. Thousands of years of training with bladed weapons preceded my entrance into this world. Do you know how many swords that is? A lot. You've got to figure with that many sharp edges, a person is bound to get disconnected from a body part here and there. Hi, Noctis! Welcome in! Welcome in! We are playing the Dead by Daylight dating simulator hooked on you. How are you doing? I hope you're doing well. The truth is, and I wouldn't typically share this, so don't go blabbing about it. I dreamt that story like watching a movie in my sleep when I was just a little girl, years before my father sunk his blade into my skin. I've never been able to shake it. That's a very adult story for a child to dream. Do you believe me? Yeah. I know we just met, but yes, I do believe you. The way you told that story, it clearly came from someplace deep. Fool! Who taught you to trust a stranger? You're going to get hurt if you don't learn to take better care of yourself. Now you've got me wondering, do I believe you if you believe her or not? And if I know everything, just because trust me, I do know everything. Don't I already know the answer to my own question about if I believe your answer to the spirit's questions? My god. Yeah, it is interesting. I'm glad you're doing well. Whoa. Ocean air got me tripping. Sorry, I didn't mean to distract us both. What's important is that a certain corpsey cutie, floating in a cloud of magical mist, might still be waiting for you to say the right thing and free her from her puzzle box. If you believe that she is the... Damn it! Got me going again! Unfortunately, before you can follow this conundrum, to what will surely be a mind-numbing cycle of new questions, you find a certain two someone standing before you with a fresh towel ready to dry you off. Hi, Dwight and Claudette! Sorry, kids, but it's time for bed. I might be the youngest one here, but I'm no kid. I do, however, love being wrapped up in a fresh, clean towel. My mother used to help me wash my hair when I was young. She'd comb out all of the tangles and tie a ribbon around it before sending me on my way. I miss her. You watch as Spirit stares off into the distance, her hand gripping into a tight fist. She doesn't notice you're watching her at first. When she catches you looking, she turns away, roughly grabs a towel from Dwight, and then pushes him and Claudette aside as she floats off. Honestly, Shattered, it reminds me a lot of Dream Daddy. It's Dream Daddy is better written than this, but you head over to the campfire. The heat is comforting on this chilly night. Looking into the crackling embers, you think about Spirit's story about the prisoner in the puzzle box. If you manage to escape this place, will you leave with your life, or has it already been taken from you, and it's just a matter of time until you make a gruesome discovery? Before you can dwell too much on your fate, Claudette and Dwight arrive, their now familiar creepy smiles stretching from ear to ear. It's a bit menacing to see a smile like that lit by a firelight. We must apologize for the accommodations. Hello? We weren't prepared for another guest, but we're going to make you comfortable, or die trying. They hand over a pillow and a blanket and welcome you to snuggle up by the fire. Why is there a blood stain behind them? Hello? That was dark for no reason. Dream Daddy is very good. I really like that game. Perhaps some music will put you at ease. Just try to keep the volume to a bit above, or our other guests aren't the types you'll want to rob of their beauty sleep. Oh. It's a minigame. The radio begins to fuzz and flicker as you look into the fire. You examine it and decide that you might want to just adjust the dial and fix it. Let's see what's on this station. don't think I'm vibing with that one. No matter how many things you listen to, you still can't sleep. You decide to ask one of the killers to spend a little more time with you until you're sleepier. Who would you like to summon to your side as you lay by the fire? I know I should talk to the spirit. I want to talk to the spirit more. I want to apologize. I want to, like, compensate, but I also am kind of like, what if I talk to the Wraith? I'm gonna talk to the Wraith. Yeah, okay. Wraith, are you around? I was wondering if I could get a little company. Oh. That was weird. I can't really sleep. Oh, that happens to me a lot. Okay, don't laugh. Promise? I promise. I guess my secret to falling asleep is listening to the sounds of bells or chimes. Think of it as white noise to drown out anything you might be hearing that's keeping you up. Like what, Wraith? Like those distant screams we can all hear coming from beyond the mountain? If that's, a bit morbid, I guess you could hold on to this chess piece of mine. I got a chess piece from the Wraith. It's a knight. They're brave, like I wish I were. And the horsey is cute. Ah! You finally start to feel sleepy. Except maybe this isn't really a sleepy feeling? Maybe you're paralyzed. You try to keep your eyes open, but you can't. Darkness overtakes you. The dark voice from earlier speaks to you again. It shouldn't still be as spooky by now, but you've had a whole day of strange voices in your head. But this one is still undeniably odd. The human body is made up of 60% water. Did you know that? Of course you did. Everyone knows that, even amnesiac video game protagonists. Well, guess what? Drink as much as you'd like, you'll never get to 100%. You hear me? Don't think I don't see what you're up to. You awake suddenly to see someone looming over you. Trapper is sitting beside you, sketching a portrait. He's sketching a portrait? Oh, you're awake. I saw you with the Wraith right before bedtime. You should know, they're not what they seem. Not like me, who is obviously completely honest and trustworthy. I was out checking to make sure you weren't sleeping near one of my... Actually, never mind. Just be careful where you sit. But since I'm here, I'd like to share 2 things with you. 1, I do not take rejection well. 2, the first thing is very important to remember. Were you drawing me? Trapper doesn't answer. You aren't drawing stink lines radiating out from me, are you? Still nothing from Trapper. Look, I'm not an easy guy to get along with, but I am an easy guy to spend time with. That will make sense if you choose to spend time with me tomorrow. The rest of the scum live like rats. They wouldn't know a good time if I bit them on the ass. I mean that literally. Point is, if you select me, you're in for a day of luxury, extravagance, and fun. Yes, I said fun. And if I don't pick you? Remember what I said earlier, or it might be the last thing you ever forget. But hey, you look tired. Get some rest, sleep, maybe even sleep well if you can. Just try not to roll over to the... about 15 feet to your left. Finally, alone for real this time. Maybe you drift off to sleep. Hopefully you're not poisoned. I got a little chess piece from the Wraith. Wait a second, where are we? This isn't... Oh, geez. It's one of those reality show confessional rooms where all the contestants talk directly to the camera. Biscuit for bio! Okay. I think today went really well. These were some of my first interactions with someone who isn't a parent that didn't end in bloodshed or untimely perishing in my Russian cottage. I know that she probably should have like a Russian accent, but I am not going to commit to that. She's a Valley girl, okay? So I'm counting today as a win no matter what happens. What do I think of the newcomer? Do I have to say? Oh, I do? Okay, attractive, mysterious. I really don't know what that many other words since I was raised by my mom in the woods until she was skewered by an elk and I had to wash her entrails off my Seraphan. That being said, the other 3 should make sure to be on their guard. I don't know who this newcomer will want to spend time with tomorrow, but I for one will not let my guard down easily. Who knows about the others? Wraith, I think, knows more than he's letting on about this place, but he's a hard nut to crack. Meanwhile, Spirit is just screaming all-time major buzzkill, and Trapper, ugh, where do I even begin with Trapper? He's buff, sure, but daddy issues much? Sheesh. The Huntress, yeah, I know. Look, I don't need anyone. I've been perfectly fine on my own since my mother died. I eat a fine diet of raw deer, bear, and human. And I'm fit as a fiddle. That being said, something about this newcomer makes me think that I might be missing out on some huge part of this thing called life. Look how cute she looks! Look, I'm always full of rage. The key is knowing how to control your rage so you can use it. I'm a master of self-control, and right now I'm using all the self-control I can muster because today was a disaster. Let's just say I didn't love it. Ha, that was funny. Laugh! I said laugh, damn it! Anyway, I'm planning to kill this idiot. Don't tell them though. I want to lead them on a little more. It will make it that much easier for me when they're screaming. Yeah, today was fun. I don't want to get ahead of myself or really, invest in something that might hurt me, so I don't know. Maybe we'll just see how it goes, or maybe they'll realize I'm not the one for them. They seem pretty smart, so that's probably what'll happen. I gotta learn to go easier on myself. Who could love me if I can't love myself? I know that everyone thinks of me as a beautiful, cold-blooded monster. I can't help it. Circulation just isn't my thing. I don't choose to be cold. This cute hat and robe, okay, those are a choice, sure. If someone were to come around and capture my heart, at least that beats being stabbed in it. Besides, if I'm gonna get bloody revenge on a society that has used me and thrown me away, maybe it wouldn't hurt to have a little help. Still alive! I could have died by now? Is that a thing? Exactly, you're 1000% correct, Snakes. You open your eyes, the sun is shining, there's not a cloud in the sky, and you feel great, totally well rested. Okay, really quickly before we start this day, Shattered did redeem a biscuit for Bio, so we have to give my dog, a biscuit. Give me 2 seconds. Okay. Let's give my dog a biscuit. Come on, puppy. She's being so sweet. Yeah? Hello, Miss Bio time. Here is the baby. There she is. Grab your paw. Thank you. You want that? Wow, good crunches. Good job. Yeah. You being sweet? Oh, you're so sweet. Thank you. Thank you so much. Hi, Brilliant. Munch, munch, munch. There she goes. Hit the deck. What you doing? Just hanging out? She has decided to settle in. She's decided to fully settle in. The hole in my floor. She's so good. You're so good, puppy. Yeah. Oh. He's being so sweet. She gets in these moods. So she has like 2 moods, right? She has hyperactive, like, idiot. And I say that with all the love in my heart, but she is so dumb when she has like a ton of energy. And then she has like this like sweet sleepy mode where she's like really like calm and sweet and cuddly. Hi! Oh, thank you! Sorry, my frog is blocking. There it goes. Is blocking the fact that she's giving me little kisses. So she's in her sleepy, cuddly mood right now, where she just wants to hang out. The problem is that my entire family is home, so having this door open is not ideal, and I don't want to trap her in here, so... You wanna go? You go. Bye! Thank you. There she goes! My dad got her out. Okay. Anyway, thank you for redeeming Biscuit for Bio. I hope that was satisfying. And you enjoyed seeing my puppy. back to the dating sim. Alright, so wake up the next day. You're not even suspicious of the fact that you fell asleep by the campfire but woke up several yards down the beach. Wait, are you on vacation? Was yesterday nothing more than a strange dream? No, not a dream. You really are here for another day. Why? I have no idea. You're obviously a weirdo. Speaking of weirdos, do you ever see me without this beanie on my head? I'm weird. I'm a weirdo. Speaking of weirdos, I see the rest of the gang is hanging out on the beach. This is definitely not a dream. Anyone get that Riverdale reference? I wouldn't rule out a nightmare just yet, though. At least they make for a sexy bunch, no? And talk about sexy, here comes Trickster carrying coffee. Morning, beautiful. I thought you might like a nice cup of joe to start this incredible day off right. Trickster, I don't trust this cup of coffee to save my life. Trickster seems suspiciously cheerful. I'm sure there's nothing nefarious behind his joyful demeanor, though. Everyone knows musicians are morning people. I also want to wish you luck. Today's an important one. My only regret is that I won't be a bigger part of it. Budgeting issues. Also, I am just swamped with engagements, especially on the other island. Trickster winks at you. If you want to ask him how to reach the other island, now is the time. Never mind, he left. Well, at least he brought me a cup of... No, wait, don't drink that. What the hell was that? They don't call him Trickster because he's good on a skateboard. Oh my god. You can trick me anytime this after him. Oh my god. Thank you, Vale. Thank you. And he definitely didn't get that name because he brings people drinks so they can have a good morning. That was almost certainly not coffee, and I don't want anyone casually poisoning, imprisoning, and torturing you yet. This is supposed to be a tropical paradise, the type of place that gives you a 5 out of 5, 10 out of 10, 2 thumbs up review to not an eternal prison of pain. And please be sure to leave a review, it really helps with the algorithms. Just trust me, I'm looking out for you, so can we please move on? Hey, wait a second. How did a possibly unreliable narrator physically just knock that coffee out of your hand? This is not Parliament, and the floor does not recognize the ocean to speak out of turn at this moment. I need no recognition, for I am the ocean. I dominate the land. I submerge those who defy me, and become their watery grave. Actually, speaking of graves, I would like to say something. Something of grave importance. Fine, go ahead. Even if this place is an internal prison of pain, and I'm not saying it is, even a place of extreme horror can still receive a 5 out of 5, 10 out of 10 thumbs up review if it was crafted with love and or that's the type of thing you're into. You know, the ocean is right. A lot of hard work goes into a place like this. You should really judge it on the artist's intent, and whenever possible, start from the mindset of giving them the benefit of the doubt. Constructing these elaborate simulations, I mean vacations, is not easy to do. Sometimes there are small bugs or inconsistencies, but that's just the nature of the process. Perfection is overrated. The universe is filled with mysteries. We ought to celebrate those who venture to bare their souls as part of the creative process, with the intention of making things for our enjoyment, not to be overly critical of them. What is this like rant about, like, let's be nice to the people who made this game, because if there are bad parts of it, just overlook that. Like, what? I appreciate the artists, and I don't think we should blame them for things. Honestly, like, it takes a lot of work to make a game, but, like, people can still be critical of a work. Are you two trying to sell me on this place actually being good? You don't have to say it like that, especially after I saved you from that poorly made cup of coffee. Sorry, we should have been here 5 minutes ago. They always do this on the second morning. Sad, really? Even if they do make some great points. Oh, sure, they make some great points. I agree. Can we please move on? Yes, of course. Apologies, Lemon. The last few nights aside, have you been enjoying your time here on the island? Yes, I'm suspicious that there's not a no option. This one. Yes, I'm not suspicious at all that there's no option here. What an encouraging response. And we're so glad you're not suspicious. Hey, Claudette, maybe Lemon isn't suspicious because they figured out what they're actually doing here? 0 chance. They're still clicking. Even right now, just see how you'll respond. Hey, look at that. Yeah, they don't know anything. It doesn't matter though, Lemon. We're so happy to hear you're having fun. I didn't say I was having fun. We're all having fun, Lemon. Do you hear us? We're all having fun. Do we need to ask you one more question? We do need to ask you one more question though. We all had to sign away our rights to say anything negative about this place. Would you please sign this non-disparagement agreement? No. No, I will not say anything negative about this island. You have my word that I, Lemon, agree with the terms of this verbal contract. Perfect. Delightful. Excellent. Yes. Yes. Hey, Lemon, it's still totally cool if you have constructive feedback. The place to leave that is in a positive review, because we all know that nobody reads negative reviews of games or resorts like this. Anyway, I see Dwight and Claudia have gone into a trance, and with the grumbling I hear from your belly, that can only mean one thing. Breakfast. Why is the ocean weighing in? Please be nice, I need reviews. Literally flew. That entire opening sequence was just them being like, please, really, please, please, oh my god, please, please leave a good review for our game, please, oh my god. Please, you wanted to fuck the killer so bad. We made it happen. We put sex in Dead by Daylight. Please give it a good review. Perfect timing. Everyone rolls into the dining area to lard up those sexy little bellies with pancakes and bacon, and so much for maintaining those beach bods. We're all half naked in a tropical paradise. Can we get some strawberries here? Yogurt? Magic powers will only get you so far. Even killers watch their sodium intake. You take your plate and sit down, thinking about yesterday and the whirlwind of feelings you experienced. Danger, dread, disorientation. It was like going through puberty again, except all in one day on a beautiful and mysterious island. It looks like you're not only the only one doing some introspection though. Trapper stands up and talks about how his day went, in case anyone was wondering. Personally, I wasn't. I can't imagine you can make me angry angrier today than you did yesterday, but I really hope you do. I really, really hope you do. Unrelated, anyone see where I left my cleaver? Haha, just kidding, I always know where my cleaver is. Well, that was bizarre. Back to your nope. Now Huntress steps up to you to talk about her feelings. At this point, anything could happen. I'm open to all the possibilities that this strange island has in store. How open-minded? Ah, well that surely must be it. No one else would weirdly stand up during breakfast too, and just like that, here comes Spirit. Did everyone sleep well? I did, or should I say I did not. I haven't slept in 20 years on account of the whole burning quest for my familial revenge thing. And last night was no different. So in that case, it was exactly how it should be. Got a lot of reading done, though. Now, if you don't mind, I'm going to go back quietly resenting being trapped here with you all, while looking cute doing so. I'm guessing Wraith hasn't had enough time to work up the courage to speak in front of a group? Ah, perfect, there he is. Take us home, Wraith. Oh, hey, that was fun yesterday, huh? Yeah, I mean, not like too much fun, that would be weird, but like a good amount of fun. And now they're all looking at you expectantly. Wait, are you supposed to stand up and explain how yesterday made you feel? I think I need to process everything by myself. I'll see you all soon. Damn, what a power play. Keep them wanting more. You're getting good at this game, or a sexy true-to-life experience. Shame you didn't get to eat any breakfast, but so be it. After breakfast, you head to the hot tub by yourself to clear your head. Yesterday was, in short, a lot. But before you get there, though, something catches your attention. You hear that? Who are you addressing? Me? Well, yeah, I guess. That is okay, right? You know, I might be pursuing a relationship with one of these 4 fine killers, but it feels like the person I'm getting to know the most is you, narrator. It's only okay in so much that it serves to illustrate that you've lost your mind, seeing how I'm not real and all. Real and all. Yeah, I heard it this time. I think it's coming from behind the pool shed. No, stick it in there. A little more. Yes, that's it. Yes. How's that feel? Intense. Nice. Yeah, that feels right. This is uncomfortable. Now, I want you to take that and put it right. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Just like that? Exactly like that. I swear I had no idea these two even do whatever it is they're doing. I think they're repairing a gen over there. I'm afraid to look. Please say something so that they know you're close by and can hear everything. Oh wow, look at this super cool bottle of Trickster brand suntan lotion someone left on a chair. Anyone know where I could buy some? Damn it! Oh, come on, a little privacy, please. Dwight is panting and Claudette has a crazed look in her eyes. Sorry, I didn't know how else to let you know I was here and that I could hear you, well, you know. Know what? What do you think we were doing? You were, I don't know exactly what we were doing, but it sounded like, fun? You think two people trying to find new ways to kill each other in a desperate search to make their own death permanent is fun. Oops. We get 5 minutes to ourselves every day, and we spend it hoping if we stab each other in just the right spot, we won't get resurrected. I've come to believe that the key is finding the exact place we need to bleed it out from, and I believe that place is in our appendix. Why else would it be there? Makes sense to me. Did you actually think we were me and him? Dwight? You don't have to laugh that hard. They get it. My life is a nightmare, and yet somehow it's never been worse than right now. Let's go, lover boy. I noted all our entry wounds, and our 5 minutes is up anyway. Good luck, Lemon. You're gonna need it. And hey, if you figure out how to escape this island, please make sure your ghost tells us how. That was both a tragedy and a comedy. A cragmedy. Shut up. I like it. Anyway, where are we? Oh yeah. You're headed to the hot tub by yourself to clear your head. Yesterday was, in short, a lot. So far, today has been exhausting too. But you're dedicated to achieving a true centered sense of calm. No drama, no bullshit, just soaking up in the sun in a heated pool. Today you're on a date with you. Ooh, I like that. I want to be on a date with me. Who would make the first move? And aside from that disturbing thought, all is going to plan until a shadow blocks your precious sun. Spiky tipped like a palm tree is bending over to screw with you. But it's no tree at all. It's... Hey, babe. Breakfast is weird, huh? Everyone just getting up and announcing how they're feeling. What's that about? Some kind of forced check-in with the group? I don't like it. Fishy. Kinda lazy. Whatever though, breakfast is dumb. No one should eat before noon or after 4 p.m. Yes, I do intermittent fasting. You've seen my abs, by the way. Maybe you can see them later at my private stage on the other island. You know, IP Island. Where all the Hollywood celebs hang out, if you play your cards right. I could give you a private show. Catch you around. Hello? His abs are pretty amazing, you gotta give him that. And the blow-up bat? Threatening, but adorable. Makes for an interesting silhouette. Genius design. The way we literally all just said this. He's a psychopath, just like the rest of them. You don't gotta give him anything, and we're not best friends. Sorry, I was killing a bug. Just because we had a little talk about doing a little talking, it's not an open invitation to go smashing the 4th wall every 5 seconds. Okay, now that that guy is gone and we've got some ground rules established that we're definitely going to abide by, it's time to lay back, take some deep breaths, deep, slow breaths, and nope, another shadow. These people will not leave you alone. Let's see who it is this time. I bet it's Trapper. Oh, it's Spirit! Yay! That checks out. You two have gotten pretty cozy. We should get out of here. I know a place that brings a bit of welcome darkness to this tropical nightmare. Best of all, I'm the only one that seems to know about it, so we won't be bothered there. I don't even know I'm telling you, really. It's my private spot. But I guess I've got a feeling that you'll approach it in the way that I do, not like these other killers. They don't get me. But I'll get them. Oh, I'll get them all. And I'll get my father, too. And I'll punish him for what he did to my mother and me. Spirit radiates a menacing aura, waving her sword around the air as she threatens, well, the entire universe. And it's scary and more than a little hot if you get turned on by menacing. Look, all this time on Murder's Island has got us both a little confused about things, and I'm choosing to lean into it. I suggest you do the same. You've seen her get mad, which is probably enough to scare you into compliance, but you've also seen that there's this more sensitive side hiding within her. Which one do you think will win out? Consider her offer, but before you can decide what you want to do with the Spirit, the Huntress interjects. I guess you could go off with Spirit today. She seems pretty cool, actually. I think if we weren't here on this island vying against each other for your attention, we might actually be friends. We might have something, though, you and I. I couldn't let you go off to her goth lighthouse without speaking up first. Yeah, I know her secret spot. I see everything through the holes in this adorable mask. So, my offer stands. We can still hang out today. Plenty of room at my cabin. Wink, wink. It's pretty cute that the Huntress thinks she has to say wink, wink out loud. The mask barely even hides her face. Tough choice. You weigh your options quickly because you can only go on one date today, and you also don't want to be hacked to pieces for saying the wrong thing. It's always good to remember that these are cold-blooded killers, but you know what they say, when life gives you lemons, you make lemonade. And then die a horrible, wrenching, writhing death after drinking it because the lemons were poisoned all along. Sorry, this island has really got me tilted. So who will it be? Well, I mean, we gotta go with the one that I'm romancing. I gotta go with Spirit. You've made the correct decision. But know this, just because you picked me doesn't mean I'm going to slobber all over you like a dog, understand? Well, of course, you've still got a lot to prove to me. I want to believe that our connection is real, but I've been hurt before. Literally, with a katana. A katana that I now wield, in spectral form. You feel me? Because you will feel me if you try any of that macho trapper crap. There are little fruit flies hanging out near me, and they're driving me insane. Yeah, I feel you. Before you ask Claudette and Dwight to clarify, I'll just let you know that yes, it is too late to change your answer now. Hi, Daniel! I hope you're having a good day. You and Spirit arrive at the coast, overlooking the Black Lighthouse. It's old and decrepit, but still impressive. There's something magnetic about it. You can see why Spirit would be drawn to such a place. You look Spirit up and down and notice she's wearing all black, just like the lighthouse. I'm noticing a bit of a theme. Is black your favorite color? How are you doing today, Daniel? I hope you're doing well. Black isn't really a color at all. It's the absence of color. It's a void. Like me. Spirit smiles. Nature abhors a vacuum. You're not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I will hydrate, thank you. The lapping waves on the shore of the coast set a romantic tone. The fog that surrounds Spirit everywhere she goes perfectly blends in with the mist rolling over the rocky shoreline. She's at one with this place, and so are you. The pace doesn't last too long, however, as the lighthouse lets out an eerie howl like a monster dying. A spiraling black light stretches out across the sky. Spirit has to yell at you just to be heard. Oh yeah, it does that. The light and sound recede and the two of you sit in silence. Spirit lays a towel down and then pats it gently. Clearly she wants your company, so you oblige. When you do, she takes out some sunscreen and hands it to you. You're not exactly sure what to do. Is this an invitation to get in a little hands-on action? What else could it be? Thanks, I forgot to bring my own when I lost my memory and fell into the ocean. No problem, I figured as much. Spirit turns away while you slather lotion all over your body. You need any help reaching those difficult spots? You see a hand float around your back. Sure, why not? Sure, why not? Chillin' with the homies. Yeah. Yeah! These killers won't make you perch from them chasing you, right? Spirit's hand on your back is ice cold, but she has a soft touch. When she's done, she takes care of herself. You watch as Spirit apply sunscreen to herself in the most unique way by floating her own hand around her back to spread it on. The fact that your hands just float out around you like that, you can reach things way easier than I can. It's almost like you're some kind of superhero. I'm glad you get a kick out of it, but floating severed limbs isn't exactly the type of superpower you think to wish for as a kid. I'd much rather be able to read minds. Maybe then I'd understand why some people act the way they do. Apologize. I'm truly sorry. I clearly hadn't thought that through what your experience was like. Sometimes humor is how you deal with uncomfortable situations, but clearly you read the room wrong. I was just thinking about what you must have gone through to end up like that. It had to have been horrible. It was worse than death. At least death ends eventually. But I wouldn't want to forget it. It's literally made me who I am now. Truth is, I could pull all of these bits of glass that are stuck in my flesh out right now if I wanted to, but I don't want to. Each shard is a reminder of what my father did to me and what the world did to him. That's why I refuse to play the universe's game. I hate the idea that I'll be forced to succumb to the pressure in the way he did in the end. The way that fear and anger filled him up and then came bursting out. The way his misery flooded our home and drowned us all. Yeesh. It's hard not to think about revenge. The dragon inside me. It's doing to me what the world did to him. I have to fight it even though it gives me strength. I must maintain control. You're stronger than he ever was. I'm sure of it. I appreciate that, Lemon. I suppose a little help isn't a bad thing. In life, in love, this world is a lot to endure alone. Maybe I could use a little assistance reaching my delicate toes for a bit of lotion. You know, having your body contorted to those vengeful poses. It really does a number on my joints. It rubs the lotion on its skin. Oh. Oh god. Hello? Not bad? That was a perfect. Not bad? Okay. At least I'm not missing. Well, I suppose the lotion made it to where it was supposed to be going eventually. And you weren't too incredibly wasteful. I'm not a woman who believes in rushing through things just to get them done. If there is a next time, I'm sure you'll do even better. You look up the lighthouse. Its dark, ominous form hovering above this moment between spirit and yourself. Evil as it clearly is, in this case it does you a solid by blurting out another ominous moan and burst of black light that rescues you from this awkward silence. Hey, I got a little thing! From seemingly out of nowhere, an ancient-looking ship appears in the water. It glows, itself a thing of death. A spirit of a ship that once sailed these seas centuries ago. Oh, just kidding, it's a whole boat. A tattered black flag whips in the ocean air above the ships as it careens towards the shore. Before crashing into the rocks, it must have been drawn in by the lighthouse. You hear distant shouting of sailors as the old wooden ghost ship breaks up and sinks into the water. Oh, right. It does that sometimes too. Should we, do something? Nah, the sharks will take care of it. Within a minute, the ocean is quiet again except for the waves. Note to self, hungry sharks. But these time-traveling pirates, or whoever they were, you're half sure you saw one of those skull and crossbone flags. Aren't the only ones drawn here today. It's Wraith. He has emerged from the palm trees behind you. I didn't come here to break up your date or something. I came here for that. Wraith points to the lighthouse. It is indifferent to his attention. I've been seeing it in my dreams, shining its strange light on me. I can't avoid it, through woods and all. Nothing seems to stop it from reaching out to me. Duh, it's a haunted lighthouse. It does that to everyone at some point. You're no more special than me, those dead pirates, or that mermaid I saw washed up on the shore that one time. Ew. Mermaids, by the way, aren't even close to as beautiful in person as they are in movies. More sea witch than underwater princess, if you get my drift. It's all a part of a vast conspiracy, an epic river of lies that runs beneath the island, or something. I'm pretty sure I figured it out, the basics anyhow. If you come with me, you can get cut. A spirit waits her katana, nearly trimming a couple buttons off her Wraith's tropical top. He takes the hit and backs away a few steps slowly. For the quiet guy, he never really shuts up. Okay, be that way, you'll see. Alone at last, tension broken, deathly moans quiet, and Wraith banished back to wherever he hangs out. You scooch closer to Spirit, breathing in the damp, foggy air that seems to emanate from her. It's not quite clear how that whole fog thing works, but you don't even care. You're feeling this moment. Spirit seems to be feeling it too. She starts to adjust her robe, and you get a peek at the bathing suit beneath. For someone who seems intent on proving how little she cares about what everyone else thinks, she put a lot of work into getting into that suit. It's got straps for days. However, you're so focused on what's happening with Spirit, you don't see the next interruption coming. And Claudette and Dwight burst in on you to interrupt whatever you were doing. It doesn't seem like they were worried they'd bump into much. We're here to make a very dramatic announcement. Well, technically we're here to invite you to join us back at the beach, where we'll be making a very dramatic announcement. It's hard being the producers and the hosts. Aren't survivors supposed to work in groups of 4? I am feeling, I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it for sure. I think, like, the writing is, you know, classic. I don't expect much from a dating game, you know? It's interesting. It's good. I like the characters that they chose. And I like this concept that you're supposed to try, like, there's like an underlying motivation to figure out how to get off this island, or at least figure out what's happening on the island. So, I like that it's not just like, hey, it's just an Otome game, you know? But it's good. When you arrive at the beach, you realize that you were set up. Despite promising an announcement, Dwight and Claudette simply stand quietly. This isn't at all what was promised. Wait a minute, there's no announcement here. But there is a me. You got mud in your ears, friend. I told you to get lost. Don't you see? Lost is what I am, and so are you. But I know the way out. I've got a map back in my secret lair. Literally and figuratively. Yes, I know the difference. And that's why you should ditch Spirit and come spend the rest of the night with me instead. You've got a secret lair? Damn it. Who said anything about a secret lair? I said I've got a sap in my secret hair. There's a flap on my secret chair. Cheeseburger. Hello, Dopey. Hello. It's just one big joke on dating sim, so it's not meant to be a great game, I don't think. I enjoy the jokes that make some cliches. I agree, Blue. I like it. Don't change the subject. Ooh, his little hair caught on fire. Don't ask me what he's talking about. You're trying to make a mess of the first nice day I've had in I don't know how long, because it's not even clear what year it is, but in a while. I'm not about to be ditched for the likes of you. It's not me messing things up, like I keep trying to tell you. It's this dang island. I've come to accept a difficult truth. What's happening here, well, I'm convinced that it's our fate. It's not anyone's decision, it's simply the way it will be. There's no use fighting it. What would you even know about fighting? All you know is hiding in your spooky little secret hair and crying like a baby while ringing your little bell. So don't tell me what I can and can't fight back against. I was born a fighter. A dragon lives inside me. I can't not fight, even when all I might want to do is hide. Don't you see this giant hat? It's a metaphor. If I do have a fate, my fate is to win every fight that comes my way. Got it? Folks. Oh, you hide. I see you hide. You do your phase walking routine. What do you call that? It's basically cloaking. And we all know that cloaking is a type of hiding. Folks. You cloak. I don't cloak. I'm not a cloaker. I phase walk out in the open. You just can't see me. I have no idea what they're talking about, but this sure sounds like some video game community forum thread minutia if there was ever such a thing. Not that you know about that either. I do like how much it references the community as well. It sure doesn't seem like Dwight and Claudette are going to stop this, so it's on you. Ahem! I think I was brought here to make this choice, so I'm going to do that now. And I choose... Guys, I gotta, I literally... Hi, Glitch! Welcome in! Hello, Tessa! I hope you're doing well. I want to choose the Spirit. Even though I know that, plot-wise, it would be better to choose the Wraith. But I don't want to ruin my chances with the Spirit. I'm gonna choose the Spirit because I'm gonna be loyal. And I like women. When it comes down to it, neither of these two seem easy to love. I mean, damn, Spirit literally has broken glass shards sticking out of her, but she has a certain charm to her gloom. Spirit and I were actually having a nice time. Besides, if it's my fate to end up on this island, well, to hell with fate, really. And don't take this the wrong way, Wraith, but the amount of awkwardness you pack into a single day, no wonder you're so skinny. All that second guessing yourself must burn a lot of calories. I don't know what that line is about. No offense taken. Yeah, okay, it's true. I can be a little awkward, I guess, sometimes. Right, so I'm going to stick with Spirit. Spirit breathes a sigh of relief. I've got enough revenging to do without having to kill you and Wraith too. I think I would have died if I chose Wraith, actually. I think I might have died. Spirit walks you around a corner to show you something that she discovered in this place and knew it was meant to be connected with her journey. A cherry tree. I think the Wraith isn't motivated enough to kill me, but I feel like there are other characters in this game that are motivated more to kill me. It's just a small sapling, but it's begun to sprout flowers. It doesn't make sense to see a cherry tree here in this place, but it also doesn't make sense to see a ghost in a black bathing suit, so you just accept it. As Spirit steps up to the tree, a cold breeze pulls some petals off and they come cascading through the air around the both of you. Oh my god, this cherry blossom gif. Do you know the meaning of the cherry blossom? They're beautiful, but also quite symbolic. Of course, like all good symbols, their meaning is pretty complicated. What do they mean to you? For many people, being among cherry blossoms is like being at a celebration of life. People travel great distances just to be near their vibrant beauty. However, as beautiful as they might be, they aren't magical. They're simply flowers. They quickly die and fade away, and for this reason, they're also a symbol of the fleeting nature of life, of our fragile mortality. The Spirit seems like she's rigged to blow with that dragon in her. I'm so nervous watching this because I don't know what's happening with her. Yeah, I know. In a way, it's the specter of looming death that calls attention to this special moment, to see and appreciate life. How does that duality make you feel, Lemon? Boward. The knowledge that life and death are a cycle has always given me peace. Accepting the fleeting nature of life, like the beauty of a flower in bloom, always allows me to appreciate the moment without being too hung up on what comes next. As you explain, Spirit's face begins to look sad to you. You're not sure why. It's not the happiest topic, life and death, but why should that matter? And then it dawns on you. Spirit has been trapped in this ghastly state of death with no hope to cycle back, no rebirth. Her moment after blossoming life is long gone. That scary time of death and decay that comes after the good part, that's Spirit's eternity. I feel like an idiot. I wasn't talking about you. I wasn't even thinking about you. You answered from the heart. I can't let it bother me. Our priorities are not the same. I have my mission. Once the fallen cherry blossoms represented the souls of samurai warriors. Those with noble characters, those who did not fear death, those who were killed in the greatest sacrifice, to honor their emperor. Their lives were short, but their purpose gave them beauty. Those warriors saw death coming, but they never despaired. They stood and faced it. They held their swords and struck down their fear. But despite the samurai spirit that lives on in me, my noble bloodline, my life has ended, but my death continues to stretch on. The cycle is frozen. This cherry tree, it's not real. Though its petals fall, they soon replenish. It's as if it were installed here by someone. You watch as Spirit chooses her words very carefully. By something with no respect for a balance of life and death. We're sorry to interrupt. You know we don't believe you, right? Yep. But this time we've got a really good reason. And it has nothing to do with us being manipulated by an unseen force, because that's definitely not happening. Nobody accused you of that, but okay. We're just trying to tell you that it's time for dinner, silly. Get it while it's hot. I guess it's time to go or whatever. Thanks for spending some time with me today. I enjoyed it. Me too. I feel like I didn't do really well. Ah! What a fun day you've been having. I can see it written all over your face. You're shining. And that's not just a remaining anxious sweat from spending an afternoon courting a psycho killer. No, you really are feeling this whole romantic experience. Don't worry, I'll keep your dirty little secrets. Hi, Verizons! Hello, how are you doing? It's good to see you. But enough gentle ribbing. It's time to get back in business. All the appetizing singles have arrived for dinner, including Trickster. Wraith is here too. We're not going to do the gag where we cram them all on screen at the same time again, so just believe me, they're all here, and they're all just as sexy and demented as you remember them. With your love on the line, everyone is being very careful not to offend you by saying the wrong thing. Congrats, by the way, on getting this far. I'm as surprised as you are that these four are falling for you. No, not because of your personality, but because you just met them yesterday. However, since Trapper seems like the biggest long shot to end up holding your heart, he throws caution to the wind and speaks up. It's a pretty small consolation prize for being the least loved killer on Murderer's Island, but hey, letting them have this one moment in the spotlight is the least we can do, and heaven knows they won't do any better than that. You're good! I'm glad! I'm so glad to hear that! It has been a little while. Well, I didn't stream for like a month because I was on vacation, so this is only the second stream back, so it's so good to see you. I'm glad that you're doing well. I am doing very well, thank you for asking. If I'm dining solo, I'm eating what I want, and you're all eating it too. Lamb shank, rare, salt, pepper, no salsas allowed, and serve it with one single piece of broccoli so Wraith won't complain. I like broccoli. I also like broccoli. Gives me horrible gas. Oh, I don't like that. Buddy, wait till you smell what rare lamb does to my bowels. It's awesome. No wonder nobody romances him. He's disgusting. Dinner will be served shortly, but certain power brokers would like to know about your day. Would you like to share your day with the rest of the group? You had an interesting day, that's for sure, but how will you describe it to others? Say too much or too little and it could affect your standing with the group. Okay, but don't just sit there saying nothing. Nothing is not an option. The choices, I'm like so nervous about all the choices. Yeah, no, I was on vacation for about a month. I took a lot of family vacation to the beach for like 3 weeks total, and then I went to Boston to be a bridesmaid in my cousin's wedding. So I was out for a lot. Yeah, I could do without the trapper in the game as well. He's a lot. I feel like I want to be coy, but I do want to gush about her. I think she's lovely. I'm gonna gush. I wish you could all get to meet the real Spirit. She has a beautiful, soft inside, and you all get to see it if you were a bit nicer to her. Hi, Oddish! Thank you so much! Thank you! It's good seeing you! Spirit looks totally horrified. I promise she won't want people paying her any more attention. She's just trying to do her own thing, not fit into this killer club. Ah! I should have played coy! Seriously? Did you listen to a single thing I said today? It seems clear to me that you did not. I'm about to die. I'm about to die. I'm about to die. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. Dwight and Claudette bring out dinner. I should have played coy! I knew it! Dwight and Claudette bring out dinner. Everyone eats in silence. No one trusts anyone now, and they're all very tired. Oh wait, no, sorry. That's a dreary supernatural horror thriller set in Antarctica, not a charming parody dating sim set in an undisclosed tropical paradise. Bony appetit! Don't you mean bone? No. Almost everything we serve has lots of bones in it. Even the vegetables. Impossible to avoid on this island. Everyone eats without speaking. I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die. Tensions are rising, both of the sexual and deadly variety. When everyone finishes, Dwight and Claudette come back to clean up the table. They linger around as you pick up your plate, take your napkin, and dust crumbs off the table. What would you say to the servants? Your top-notch service is much appreciated. Everyone, if you'd please be so kind as to follow us to the fire pit, we'd greatly appreciate it. We've been told something big is going to happen, something that will change everything. If you could go willingly or unwillingly, you have no choice. Tough cookies. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. Did you have a choice how you said that, dweeb? Yes, and I immediately regret how I did. Good. Something needs to change around here. Fire is rebirth. Fire illuminates the soul. I hope the fire isn't too smoky. Smoke hurts my eyes. I have pretty sensitive eyes. I'm also horribly afraid of it. The fire, I mean, not my eyes, because of childhood trauma involving fire. And finally everyone starts moving towards the fire pit, if only to get away from Wraiths complaining. It's okay, I can bring it back. I can bring it back. I can save it. I knew I had to be coy, but You take a seat on a comfortable log, feeling the fire's heat against your skin, and wait for other killers to take their places, wondering who will want to tell a story this time. Will narrator tell a story? I bet they've got a stunningly creative mind. Hey, you think? Are they allowed to simply place thoughts in my mind like that? Doesn't seem fair. Everyone makes their way in, but something unexpected happens. Nothing happens. Something always seems to be happening here, so nothing is probably not a great sign. Hey! Hi, guys! Oh, cool, and now everyone is looking at you. So, you know, do something. Should I pick someone to tell a story, or we could play charades, boggle? Well, we were actually thinking, why don't you tell us a story? Wraith points his spine and skull the staff thingamajig at you. You duck out of its way. Who knows what that thing can do? Probably shoots lasers. Try not to bore us. We're just very interested in you. Don't speak for me, Huntress. I'm sorry! I'm so dumb. I know that the fire is right here, but maybe if we stop talking about it all the time, we can start to pretend it's not here and doesn't, you know, threaten to burn us alive. He's not supposed to hear me. Get out of here, Wraith. Lemon was trying to make an important decision about telling a story or not. I'll tell a story. Sure, I'm game to tell a story. I hope it's a mystery. Hi, Trickster. What kind of story do you want to tell? Romance. I'll tell a romantic story. About two lovers who take poison together and die, foaming at the mouth. Or about two strong hunters who meet when they both go to bludgeon the same wily Wolverine. Not quite. It's about my parents. They met at a party in college. He was hosting. She'd been dragged there by some friends. They couldn't have been more different, and yet, as the night went on, they were drawn to each other. She made fun of his taste in music, and he took an interest in her major, women's studies. They were married within 2 months. Bit soon to know if you can trust someone, don't you think? It's so sweet. Exactly. I learned a lot about love from them. If you know, you know. Some people don't need years to get acquainted with their partner. Love could spark from a mere look across a campfire. Now you've got their attention. Each killer is furiously attempting to catch your eye from across the fire pit. Except for Trickster, who's wandered over to the bar and is loudly playing his own music on headphones, trying to drown you out. Okay, this was not a very good story. I don't mean to insult you, but it was actually quite a bad story. Sorry, but this narrator keeps it real. We can't just end it there. So, who else would you like to hear a story from tonight? You look from killer to killer, deciding who might be the most entertaining. I want to let the spirit tell the story again because I want to make amends. I need to make amends with her. Honestly, I want to hear the Wraith, but we're gonna go with the spirit. I suppose I could tell a story. I don't really want to, but anything I say is sure to be better than whatever you get out of anyone else in this group. Like all good stories, I stole this one from someone in the past who is dead now and can't do anything about it. It's called The Bride, or technically I suppose the fiancé. One winter, a young couple decided that the next spring they would be married. These two were madly in love and could not wait for the snow to melt so they could join in matrimony and unite their souls for eternity. Per the last bridal trends, they decided to have their wedding ceremony at the edge of the woods by a beautiful shabby chic farmhouse. Together, they spent months planning the details of their wedding. The two created invitations, figured out seating arrangements, and tasted 100 cakes before settling on the perfect one. They chose, Lilikoi, by the way? Ilikoi? By the way, so fancy. When it came time to figure out the decorations, however, the bride, or the fiancé, I guess, she wasn't actually married yet. She wanted to take the lead and set the style. After all, her boyfriend had been wearing cargo shorts and open-toed sandals for pretty much their entire relationship, so he was definitely not to be trusted. Having decided on such a lovely natural setting for the ceremony, the fiancé decided that she would create unique floral arrangements from the local wildflowers that surrounded the farmhouse. As soon as the sun rose on the first day of spring, she set off into the woods. Each day, she spent hours mapping out where the best blooms could be found and prepared to pick them herself the morning of the wedding, so that they'd be at the height of their freshness and beauty. Enamored with the incredible variety of flowers in the woods, she surveyed the bride, or the fiancé. Since they had not yet been married, became obsessed with knowing just how many there were, so that she could choose the absolute best. When the fateful morning of her big day came, the fiancé told her husband-to-be that she had one final errand before the wedding. Hi, Erin! Excited for the ceremony to come, she dressed in her beautiful white gown and set off into the woods to gather flowers. Treading carefully, she followed her route, selecting only the best stems and collecting them in a basket. However, when she came upon a once familiar clearing, something was not as she expected. Somehow, it was more beautiful now than it had ever been before, and just on the edge of her view was a new bush filled with blossoms so vibrant and colorful she became dizzy just looking at them. But the fiancé ignored her sudden spell and pressed ahead, scooping up flower after flower, and every time she did, she noticed just further away, impossibly even more beautiful blossoms. Carried by the sweet fragrance of spring air, the bride, or the fiancé, crept further and farther into the woods until she turned a corner, stepped over a mossy fallen tree trunk, and realized she'd been here before. But this wasn't the clearing she remembered, or at least that's not how she remembered it. The flowers were suddenly overripe, decaying, falling from their stems into festering, moldy piles on the floor. Where bees had been, now only flies buzzed. Where the scene of flowers had once intoxicated her, the odor of mildew now made her sick. Is that supposed to be where the scent of flowers had once intoxicated her? She turned and looked back, but the path was dark. What should you draw? Ooh, guys, what should Tessa draw? Someone throw out a suggestion. Into a shadowy glen she walked and walked. That day, as guests gathered at the farmhouse, the fiancé was nowhere to be seen. Her friends, family, and love began to look for her, but to no avail. A ferret! They searched the pasture, the tree line, and into the forest, but there were no beautiful wildflowers or young lovers to be seen. Just old, dead trees, trampled vines, and moss-covered rocks. The fiancé stayed a fiancé for eternity, always wandering, looking for fresher blooms to clip, but never finding them. Yeah, do you like it? It's Lemon Bear! I'll show you, give me 1 second. Distracted by a never-ending search for perfection, unable to see that you are loved for who you are. Out there all alone. I thought it was beautiful and sad. Just like someone we know. How was story time? A lot of people like to take pot shots at sequels, but I think every good story deserves a follow-up. When you think it's the end, it's the sequel's almost never rewarding as the original. That's why I'm much more a fan of the episodic style of storytelling. Knowing it's a series takes a lot of pressure off any individual installment and builds a greater sense of community between audience and creator. Tell me, Lemon, if you could delete any sequel from existence, what would it be? Don't answer that. We don't actually care. We're just here to make sure that we seamlessly move on to the next segment of the evening. God forbid my small talk get in the way of a romantic Twilight moment. Dwight, I'm gonna need you to shut your yap trap. You know we need to get back to that thing we do whenever we're not on screen. Okay. You have fun tonight, or try not to wink, end up dead. Why did you say the words wink out loud? And what kind of double entendre are you getting at the end up dead thing? Dwight is physically incapable of winking, not since the accident. And you do know that all of these people are despicable villains with double-digit kill counts, right? Well, except for Spirit. She really doesn't belong here. She's strictly a victim, not a perpetrator. No wonder she's pissed. Did I hear somebody trash-talking Spirit? Deal me in! What do you say we take this talk to the hot tub so I can soak this bod while I roast the ghost with some killer hot takes? Please, enough of burns that are lit or getting blazed. It's enough that these activities have to be set next to a literal fire. Must I be surrounded by figurative flames as well? What if we turned and ran away from this place so it could just be you and me? On those spindly legs? You'd probably tire before you got too far. If it's running away to someplace more secluded Lemon is after, they should obviously join me. Have you seen these legs? Pure power. Not that my walk speed really reflects my giant stature, but that's because I choose to move slowly for stealthy reasons. It's my own choice, and it's completely logical. Why is everyone so obsessed with comparing themselves to each other and creating drama? I'm so over all that. Don't you get it? Society wants to trick you into fighting with each other so that corporations can swoop in and sell you fake solutions to all your fabricated problems. I'll be sitting in the shade and drinking something locally sourced while thumbing through a public domain novella printed on recycled paper because I refuse to play their game anymore. It's like she's actively trying to be as unappealing as possible. Does it really turn anyone else on or just me? Ha! Despite Trapper's insatiable appetite, it seems his attention, along with the attention of everyone else, is still on you for the moment. If you could, I don't know, just pick one of us, maybe we could all move on with our lives, or, you know, some special projects we might have going. You heard him. Who will it be? Who will you head off for an evening activity with? I'm just saying, you may not get a ton of chances to date around like this before your time on Murderous Island comes to a close. And no, I'm not satisfied with that name either, but with the streaming reality TV dating show boom happening, it's pretty much all that wasn't taken. Which killer will you pick? And yes, we're back to excluding Trickster because, ugh, that guy. I'm gonna take the Spirit on a date, but real quick, look at this is Lemon Bear. Iggy got him for me. Iggy got him for me. I love him very much, and he's massive. I have a little one of him too, but he's like buried up on my massive pile of stuffed animals. So here he is. He's beautiful. My son. I love him. Yeah! The best thing about these games is the stories. It's honestly, the stories are really good. Spirit? Oh, you picked me. Yay. Sorry, that was rude of me. I despise phoniness, so I should be honest with you. You make for interesting company, and I love the idea of winning over these other killers at all costs, even when I hate the game and the prize. But I had a long day. Floating, subverting expectations, grinding my teeth as I imagine sweet revenge, it takes a lot out of me. So don't stop bringing your A game, alright? It might seem like I hate everything and getting to really know who I am is an impossible task, not worth trying, but too bad. You won't know unless you search deep inside yourself and bring everything you've got. Or just say the exact right thing at the right time and melt my cold heart in an instant. I don't know the rules here any better than you do. See you at the bar, I guess. Oh, that was interesting. You arrive at the bar to find Dwight and Claudette both holding cocktail shakers surrounded by a bevy of bottles for assorted boozes. Who's ready? Who's ready to get wasted? As you know, I don't drink, so not me. Unless you mean wasted as in killed, in which case, Dad, if you're out there somewhere, I will find you and waste you for what you've done to me. Yeah! I love him so much. You really don't drink ever? Is that like... Oh, sorry, you really don't drink ever? Is that a like, because it will just fall out of the hole in your stomach thing? Or... I don't drink alcohol because it's poison of the body and the mind, and I don't need to act like a fool to have a good time thing. Why did you choose a mixology lesson as your romantic nighttime activity? Everyone knows this kind of date is just an excuse to get loaded up on booze and make terrible decisions. It's true. Not a single person has ever learned anything at one of these. Dwight, that's not true. You learned how to tie a cherry knot in a stem using only your tongue. Whoa, whoa. Who ordered the soda with a splash of my private business? Because that's off menu. I fucking love them. I love them so much. Well, I know what I'm drinking to forget tonight. Mixology is a real thing, and it doesn't require alcohol to be interesting. I'll have you know that I worked at this at a restaurant before I was violently executed. By your father, on whom you will have your bloody vengeance. Right. Well, so be it. How about you, Lemon? Do you drink? Stay sober. I got the impression that tonight will be a night I want to remember perfectly, so I'm gonna pass on the alcoholic drinks. Here. Alcohol is a false escape. Besides, it's not like sober people can't have fun. You watch a spirit picks up a plump cherry and roughly stabs a little plastic sword through it. Cherry juice splatters everywhere, and its little fruity guts flop out onto the spirit's lap. Oopsie. One of the upsides of wearing black, it hardly shows stains. No take backsies. So, lovebirds, what drink shall we make? A dark and stormy? How about a dark and stormy drink from my dark and stormy date? Okay, that one is cute. Woo! We're back in it, boys! Oh, I see how it is. Stabbing and killing cherries. Oh, no, it's fine. That cherry was already here, Aaron. It was already here, which means it's already dead. Please allow us to demonstrate how a dark and stormy is made. First rum, or in this case, rum extract, and a little bit of apple juice is poured over ice. And then fresh ginger beer is added in, garnished with a lime wheel, and drink. The end. Do you think you're up to the challenge of replicating this recipe, Lemon? Replicating rum substitute and ginger beer over ice? Don't forget the lime wheel! I don't know what my voice did when I said that, but rum substitute and ginger beer over ice with a lime wheel. Not sure I appreciate your tone, but yes, you got it. You're a natural, a sassy natural. You and Dwight might have more in common than don't you dare. Spirit seems to be in a lovely mood as she sips her dark and stormy. She's not even rolling her eyes at your petty behavior. On cue, a literal dark storm begins to make its way in from the ocean. You taste your own dark and stormy as you watch the clouds approach. It's quite refreshing. Is this fun? Isn't this fun? Honestly, it's the most drama-free free fun I've had since I got here. And since you picked a simple but delicious drink, we've got plenty of time left to relax. Want to make out a little? Before you can get a yes out, lightning strikes a palm tree on the beach and it immediately starts a fire. The activity ends abruptly as Claudette and Dwight usher you two away from the bar. Oh my god! Homophobic. The gang's all together again on the volleyball court. Seems like only yesterday you were sitting on the sidelines watching everyone get sweaty. That's because it was? Oi. Feels like I've been here a lot longer than that, actually. So late that the sun is already beginning to rise. Better get this over with quickly so that I mean you, can get some beauty rest. I do not recommend the eternal damnation of perpetual narrative. Good thing you've really used your time well since then. Really getting to know the gang. The brain, the mogul, the basket case, the psychotic bunny girl. You know, 4 types of people. Anyway, everyone is gathered on the volleyball court for a new type of game. Pitch your dream date and see who Lemon chooses. Who's ready for a round robin? How round are we talking? No, not to eat, Huntress. Each killer gets 2 minutes to tell you about the dream date they have planned for you tomorrow. In no particular order, which is a weird thing to mention, right? Almost like the order does matter. Trapper, why don't you go first? You think you deserve it, even if, in this case, it's a subtle dig. Stop talking. Trapper, without further ado, would you like to make us all uncomfortable by pushing the boundaries of what's acceptable not only in polite society, but within the narrative of this in-world event, and also the larger meta-narrative of Dead by Daylight dating experience? Sometimes you just gotta say it. Why, yes. Thank you. I'd love to. So, Lemon, you're thinking of picking me? Well, this is your final warning. Pick me and be punished and rewarded. Tomorrow will suck. Probably. I'm not an easy guy to get along with. I know that. But I can tell you this much. I'm hiding a secret on this island that will make fans shit themselves with excitement. If you like Trapper, you're gonna love it. And if not, you're a maggot. Also, everyone, even confident sexy ladies in rabbit masks, better stay the hell away from my yacht. Great. Huntress, why don't you take it from here? Tomorrow morning, I'm planning on a nice atmospheric breakfast on the yacht. Don't worry, Trapper won't even know it's gone. What was that? Nothing! Go away! Then, boy oh boy, I've got such an adventure planned. It involves hunting for treasure. What kind of treasure are we looking for? Guess you'll have to pick me to find out. Let me tell ya, it's primo stuff. Now, if you don't mind, I've got to start preparing, because it's clear that you're already going to pick me. Confident, mysterious, I like it. Sorry, anyway, Wraith? Going to the yacht. Well, I don't know. I really prefer to just tell Lemon privately. I don't really know if that's going to work with these game mechanics. What if you just whispered it to Lemon? What is this? Daydream nugget? What is that? Wraith considers this for a long moment. Too long. That's fine. Without moving, Wraith lowers his voice to a barely audible whisper. Tomorrow we have to find my bell. Then I can finally tell you about what I've been working on. It's going to be really special. The kind of thing where we will really bond. And maybe finally get off this island. And maybe then we can go on a real date. I think the Wraith likes me. You done? Is that it? Wraith nods, proud. Hit us, spirit. Figuratively. Damn it, Dwight. You gotta watch your words with these people. Tomorrow, you'll spit in the face of God, die, and be reborn anew. That's it. If you're not intrigued by that, I don't want you. Go draw crayon art with Trapper or dig up whatever mysteries with Wraith. I don't know what these guys do all day. Do you want to at least specify which god you'll be spitting in the face of? All of them. Okay, so hydrate today if you intend to hang out with Spirit. And time's up, everyone. Gosh, you'll need to dream about all these options so you're ready to choose in the morning. Now go dream about all these swoon-worthy options so that you're ready to make a choice come dawn. I will hydrate, thank you. Have a swell night. Did you two forget to mention something? Oh gosh, how could we forget? Before you run off to slumber peacefully, there's one more thing to do. No reality surviving dating competition parody would be complete without singling out one of our contestants who is already teetering on the edge of a psychological break and giving them a little push. Hold up, this has been a survival dating competition parody this entire time and I'm just now finding out about it? Come on, the signs were there. You just didn't read them. Welcome to Murderer's Island. It's now time to eliminate one of the killers. Oof, it's like a butchering, but it hurts even worse. You can't kill a killer, but can you break their heart? Do you dare even try? You mean, that's right. Tomorrow one of these sexy slicers will not be eligible to take you on a date. Who's it gonna be? But why? Because it's dramatic? Because it's surprising? Because it's a classic reversal of fate? And it will hurt somebody's feelings? Someone dangerous? What's it gonna be, champ? What's your thought process here? Trapper seems like he might throttle you in your sleep if you would eliminate him. That being said, at least you'd see him coming. Spirit could be anywhere. She floats, and I hear she can disappear. Hard to track. Eek, if you get rid of the Wraith, he might cry. And although I totally support normalizing men crying and being vulnerable, it just seems like he might be an ugly crier. Huntress, she might pretend to be okay with it, but then you'll start seeing her behind every tree. What I'm trying to say is, I don't envy you, boss. So which sociopath are you eliminating? Okay. Hear me out, everyone. Hear me out. I know the obvious choice is to eliminate the Trapper. Because he's terrible, and I don't like him at all. However, I think earlier in the game, he said that he doesn't take rejection well, and that he loves killing things, and like he has no hindrance killing. So I feel like I should eliminate either the Huntress or the Wraith so that he doesn't kill me tonight. Because he really like emphasized like, remember, I don't take rejection well and I will kill you. So I feel like Huntress or Wraith have to be eliminated. And like, don't get me wrong, I love Huntress, but we are not. Aurelia, thank you so much for the resub. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay. It's just like he won't be able to take me on a date tomorrow, right? But I also feel like the consequences of eliminating Huntress are... okay, you know? Do not tell me you choose Wraith over Huntress. Okay, Flu, it's not that I like Wraith more than Huntress. It's that Wraith has the more interesting plot line when it comes to what I assume is the overall goal of this game, which is to escape the island. So... Flu, you know I love Huntress. You know I love her. No, don't leave. Okay. Here's what we'll do. Because this is gonna be the last thing that we do before I think I'm gonna have to wrap up stream soon because I have to like run some errands today and I'm going a little bit longer than I anticipated doing. I'm gonna run a poll. You guys are gonna help me decide. Who do I vote off? Huntress, Wraith, Trapper. The Spirit is obviously not an option because the Spirit is who we're pursuing. You've got 2 minutes. Tell me your opinion. You can vote Trapper off? I think he'll kill me, Plu. Remember, okay, the reason I don't wanna vote Trapper off is the possibility that he will kill me if I vote him off. Which was also emphasized again by the narrator. I feel like I can vote off the Huntress or the Wraith. The Huntress has not been violent towards me or shown any kind of hostility towards me, so I feel like she wouldn't get super mad at me if I voted her off. And the Wraith keeps mentioning that he has like a way to get off this island, which is why I'm kind of interested in keeping him involved. But I can also vote him off and not see like an insane consequence of it, you know what I mean? Who's saying any of them will kill you? The Trapper! The Trapper literally explicitly said, I don't take rejection well and I will kill you. 6 votes for Trapper! 6 votes! Okay. Alright, I see y'all. I see y'all. I understand I also hate the Trapper. I do not blame you. But if I die tonight, my blood is on your hands. I'm looking straight at the camera. My blood is on your hands. Okay. Well, it seems like the Trapper is gonna win anyway. So the poll hasn't quite ended yet, but I think we all know. People who voted Huntress, I see you and you're dead to me. Man, Plu. Alright, we got Trapper. Trapper majority. The Trapper is getting voted off. You have been eliminated from the island. Please bring up your torch. Sorry, there's another little fruit fly that I'm trying to kill. Okay, here we go. This was very simple. Trapper, you scare the living shit out of me. You are eliminated. See ya, Trapper. That's fair. Honestly though, I don't care. You suck. But not in a good way. You bore me, you personality-free maggot. It wouldn't even be fun to kill you. Which I was totally gonna do tomorrow the first chance I got. So really, this is a win-win for both of us. Okay, he's not gonna kill. Still might kill you though, out of principle for eliminating me. Sleep with both eyes open. and have fun on your date tomorrow. Now that you've broken the heart of someone heartless, you should go get some shut-eye. And don't worry too much about the broken heart you've left behind. Because of course, they'll be receiving a consolation prize. They might not get to go home with Lemon when this is all over, but they'll never sleep alone again. That's right, we're sending our unlimited player home with... their almost new Trickster body pillow! The next best thing to the real Trickster. It might not hug you back, but it definitely won't try and stab you. And how do we know? Because I've tried it! That's right, it's Dwight tested. Stop! Claudette approved! Ah! Ah! Oh my god. I hope you sleep well tonight, Lemon. You're my hero for what you've accomplished. How can you sleep tonight knowing what you've done? No, not because of the guilt. I mean, knowing that there's a legit homicidal maniac who hates you so close by. How can you sleep tonight knowing what you'll do tomorrow? I don't know how you'll do it, but you better go before Dwight and Claudette come back and put you to sleep themselves. You know those two. Schedule, schedule, schedule. Wow, what a crazy way to end the day. An elimination? I didn't even know it was that kind of game. Let's check in with everyone, especially with our loser. Everyone deserves a send-off. We'll see how things go tomorrow, I suppose. I'm not expecting anything. I tend to shut my mind off during hard times. I know I seem all excited and devil-may-care, but the truth is, I'm really a pessimist at heart. That tends to happen when your mother is healed by an elk when you were young. Yeah, how'd you know? Wild guess. It's also the only thing you talk about. Well, if you'll excuse me, I think I saw a raccoon over there in that tree and I'm feeling peckish. I don't really know what's happening here. I honestly haven't been paying attention. Oh, Lemon, sorry, I forgot. I'm focusing on other things, more important things. One way or another, I won't be here for much longer. I don't handle rejection well. At least, I don't think I do. No one has ever been dumb enough to reject me before. Yeah, the more I think about it, the angrier I'm getting. And I'm a giant rage monster, so everybody in this room should be scared right now. Turn the camera off. Did I think there was a chance I might get eliminated? Yeah, I did. Ah, thank you, Mom. Did I get eliminated? Did I care if I get eliminated? Not even a little. Does the volume of words I spend talking about how much I don't care about things signify a deeper yearning within me to be seen, heard, and validated by those around me? Nah. What? No, you're not a part of this. You don't get a confessional. It's cool, man. I'm not a part of anything, you feel me? I'm not a cog in anyone's machine. I'm my own machine. This whole thing is pretty cute, though. Charmingly low budget, old school marketing vibes. Not gonna lie, kinda wish I wasn't so busy right now. I'd definitely be down with the reality style. Hi, Sky! Hello! The Spirit is the one I'm romancing, Aurelia. I love her. I'd definitely be down with a reality style reality show style dating competition with survival elements. But I got my new album, upcoming tour, finalizing the new sneaker line, producing a limited series on my life, starting a new social media NFT crypto app. Goodbye, he's a crypto bro. And doing these private gigs over on IP Island. Ew, he's a crypto bro. Ew. No wonder he's a villain. Thank you, thank you. She is buff. My dudes, you gotta come check it out. IP Island, it's dope. It's where the real killers are hanging out. Fully licensed, no legal drama. Lawyers, take a hike. That's so upsetting. I'm gonna tell everyone that Trickster said that about them, don't worry. I'm talking your favorite established characters from all over pop culture that can't be seen on this island. Hell, you probably can't even mention them, like Ghost. Don't you say it! Look, we get it. You're very popular and in demand, but we've got a game to get back to, and I don't want to get sued. Ghostface. Come on! Whatever, I don't care. I'm the Trickster. See you around, Lemon. You too, narrator. I have a name, you know. You do? Yes, seriously, they do not pay me enough to deal with you people. Is it my turn? What? No, it is not your turn. You're sentient water. How are you even sitting in that chair? What's a chair? It's the thing you're getting all wet. Now it's gonna smell like mildew. Okay, rude. Yeah, oh my god, Sky, how did your date go? You sat there, spoke for tea. Wow, that's so great! Congratulations! Congratulations, Sky! I'm so happy to hear that. The ocean is a character. Okay, rude. Fine, let's just get this over with. It's your turn, Ocean. Do your check-in. Check-in? I was just looking for the bathroom. Bathroom? Are you serious? It's down the hall to the left. It's okay. Never mind. Never mind? What does that mean? No, not you two. This wasn't meant to be a confessional time for literally every character in this game. It's okay. We don't actually have to confess anything. We've just been working our asses off for 2 days straight and wanted to sit down somewhere. This chair's wet. Yeah, I think the ocean just peed on it. How is that you know, I don't care. You two are looking plenty pleased with yourselves. Oh, you two are looking plenty pleased with yourselves. I've got something to confess. Oh, great. What's it gonna be? You ate glue in the 2nd grade? You cheated on an algebra test once? Watching Trapper get eliminated was the first time in this unending spiral staircase of pain that is my life that I've felt even a modicum of joy. Every minute that I'm alive is a nightmare. This place, the sun, those sweet sugary drinks. It sounds fun for a long weekend, but for an eternity? The unrelenting rhythm of crashing waves and wailing seagulls. It's like a crescending song of evil that makes me question the very foundation of the universe. Why am I here? Why are any of us here? What kind of sentient being would do this? Please, erase me from this existence. Make it so I was never born. Pull the plug on this experiment and let my soul be free. And please, please get me out of this polo shirt. Okay, let's get you to bed, buddy. I don't want to go to bed. Going to bed means eventually I have to wake up. Yikes, huh? That was a weird way to end. Ah, well, what are you gonna do? You let the camera roll long enough and someone is bound to say something crazy. Anyways, seems like everyone's had their shot to annoy me tonight, so hit the hay to get some rest. Tomorrow's gonna be a doozy. Okay, and that is where we're going to leave off today, guys. I am going to call it for tonight because I'm pretty sure that this game has about, like, 8 hours of gameplay or something like that, and we've been going for almost, been going for almost 3 hours, so I think it's okay. It's okay. Thank you guys so much for being here, though. We will continue this on Saturday. I'm having a lot of fun, honestly. It's really, really fun. It's a cute game. I like it a lot, and I like being able to interact with the Dead by Daylight characters in a different capacity. I think it's a really clever way of kind of expanding on some of the characters that they have had since the beginning. I loved having you guys here. Thank you so, so much. I am happy to be back streaming again. Hold on, let me start this song over because I like this song. Listen to some Buttercup. There we go. I hope you all have a lovely day. We are going to raid out, so make sure you stick around so that we can send some love over to someone else. The person was just super slow with it. It seems like it's around 4 hours. Oh, really? Oh, wow. How are you that slow with it? Well, if we finish it next time, then I'll just, like, play some actual Dead by Daylight when we finish it, because I'm very excited. I'm very, very excited to continue playing it. Let's raid out to somebody. Who do I follow that could use some folks? Oh my goodness. Okay. I am going to send you all.
Surprise.
Let's see. Should we find someone new? There's so many people playing Cult of the Lamb right now. Oh, let's look at this person. Hold on. I'm closer to the end than I might think. Okay. They died multiple times? How am I still alive? Okay, I'm going to, yeah, Cult of the Lamb is popping off. I might have to buy it and play it because it seems really fun. And I like that it's interactive with you guys. I'll definitely be looking into it. I love you guys. Thank you so much for being here. Mwah! Thank you. Make sure you join the raid. I think we are gonna raid this person, because they are playing Dead by Daylight. They're not playing the dating simulator, but they are playing Dead by Daylight and they seem really nice. So go say hello to them, send them all of my love, and I will see you. Make sure you're spreading love, spreading love, spreading positivity, and spreading puppy girl supremacy. Thank you. I will see you guys on Saturday. Oh, actually, wait, I won't see you guys on Saturday. I said we were going to continue Saturday. I am like occupied all day because it's the day before my birthday. It's my birthday weekend. I'm turning 25 on Sunday, guys. Oh my god. So we will do some post-birthday stuff on Tuesday. Of next week. I will see you on Tuesday. I love you guys. Copy the raid messages. If you're a sub, you can do the first one. If you're not a sub, you can do the second one. It works just as well. Send some lemon love over there. And I will see you guys. Stop it, I'm not old. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. Oh my goodness.